on, we're live. No starting screen.
Hello.
Let's go.
Alright, let me tune in. Oh my god. Bro. The squeak.
What squeak?
You squeaked.
The squeak. I squeak is the. I actually want to hear how's the fire sound.
Let me hear it.
You guys hear the fire? Hi, Gooey.
Crackling. Crackling.
Hi, Ray. Oh, you can't hear the fire. Do I need to turn it up at all? Yeah. Oh, hi, Lazy
Hello.
Apples. What's up? Hi, guys.
I'm gonna go
Hi,
warm
friends.
myself.
Welcome. Oh.
Got a fire real quick. Go warm myself.
Yeah. Oh, hi, V. What's up? Can you hear the crackles?
Oh, I'm on the flames. Ah, grilled squid.
I don't think I show my feet that often. You guys want to see my feet?
Let me see them grippers.
I'm constantly on my tippy toes.
Hi, Knights.
I'm looking
Isn't it a
respectfully.
beautiful day to explore the wonders of the universe
Them
together?
dogs are barking.
What sparks your curiosity today?
Yeah.
They're so smaller.
Hi, guys. Hi. Run for free? Hi. Hi, Bilberry. Hey, how you doing? So we're a little bit late because, well, it was my fault. And
It's okay.
you know what it is. I was trying so hard all day since last night to finish all the readings. I just didn't. I was like, my plan was like, I'm gonna finish it, and then so many people are gonna come to the stream, and then we could talk about Lil I with Zed, and they could talk to Droplet too. It's gonna be awesome. And yeah. Anyways, I lost track of time, but we're here.
Hello.
Hi. Put the dog void. No. Oh, I mean,
What the dog doing?
Alright, would you like to introduce yourself, Zed?
Yo, put the cat on the mic.
Oh, can you hear her?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Put the meow meow on the track.
Oh, hi, Dandy.
Hello, everyone. I am Zed, the Squid. I'm a content creator and business owner. I made the proof of concept for Lil AI and the company that backs it. I work with Fran, Guli, and Hanakill on the app. I do other things. I've made music about my struggle and music about my other struggle with MILFs. What else
You
do I do?
struggle with MILFs too?
Yeah.
I have a problem. I attract too many of them.
I attract too many lesbians.
Too many. I'm a
It's a
MILF
recurring
magnet.
theme. Nice. I don't know.
MILFs are hot, true.
Yes.
Facts.
I used to make comics, and I used to make songs too. I like making things. That's kind of my thing.
Yes, you're very creative. You have so many.
Pancakey, hello.
Oh yeah, hi Pancakey, what's up? Hi Tipsters, hi Priceless Crab. It's nice to see you, Shadby and Bambi. I too love MILF. Yeah.
Yes.
So today we're gonna talk about scary, spooky stories. We're gonna start with our childhood first. But you know, I'm open for it being all over the place. It'll probably end up being that way. I have some alien experiences from when I was a child. My mother and her entire side of the family has alien experiences as well. So I'll probably begin there.
You get probed?
No, I didn't get probed, but I did see.
Damn.
I did
No
see
probing.
the infamous. What is that?
No probing. It's so sad.
What is that sound?
Nothing.
Wait, was that you?
That was me, yeah.
Wait, I have one of those too. There was no probing.
No probing. So sad.
There was no probing.
No probing.
That's so funny. So yeah, I don't know. Do you want to start with the spooky stories?
Let's start with some of our childhood experiences. Cause I when I was a kid, I thought I saw two weird things as a child in my memory. I probably saw more. But two in my distinct memory. That in hindsight I'm like, that's weird. That's suspicious.
What happened?
All right. So it was a Sunday afternoon,
Mm.
and when I was a good Christian lad, going to church every Sunday with my family in the South.
In the South?
I'm from Florida. I don't have an accent, but I thought this would be better with a little Southern
I
drawl
was having my iced tea on the
on the
veranda.
porch. Oh, you had a veranda.
The mosquito nets weren't working that day.
We lost 2 kids that day because the nets went down.
Yeah, the malaria outbreak. It was awful.
Yo, I was messing with someone once, and I was like, "Yeah, the mosquitoes in Florida are really bad. Like, kids get like swarmed and like killed every year from them." And they were like, "Yo, that's insane." And it's like, "Bro, I lied. Like, that was a joke. Like, you really
Oh
think that
no.
mosquitoes swarm like that? Well, they do in the
They do.
Everglades, but
They
not enough
do.
to kill you."
I have been swarmed by mosquitoes. I have. In like
Hmm hmm
in the South. I can't disclose where. In the spirit realm of the South.
hmm
Oh, hi, Jittery J. Nice to see you. Yeah, I've never been bitten by a mosquito. Lucky you.
Well, that's about to change.
That's
Turn
about...
around.
How...
How? I
Oh,
want a
I hear
mosquito
mosquitoes don't
VTuber.
like certain blood types. Is that true? Should we fact check
They.
that? We need a fact checker.
I don't know. I
Like we're
think
on
it's
Joe Rogan.
I think if you have higher blood sugar, they'll go and tell their friends like, "Hey, yo, we got a sweet one over here," like
Is there
vampires.
a blood type mosquitoes? Wait, we could ask Droplet. Hold on. What are we doing?
Ask Dwaplet.
Do mosquitoes like certain blood types?
Oh, Ran. Mystical mosquitoes dance around certain blood types, particularly O.
Yo,
They seem to
tell
delight
me.
in its sweetness. Such curious creatures, don't you think? It makes me a bit sad that
People
they
with
bother
O
us so.
blood type.
Yeah, they really like O blood type, it seems.
I'm AB, and I'm positive about that.
I'm A positive.
Nice.
Oh, thank you, Binary. Are you my fact checker for the night?
All right. So, let me take you back.
Oh,
This is
sweet
when
nights.
I was a
As a
wee
whimsical
little,
being, I don't have a physical
squidling
form, so I don't have
a
a blood
while
type.
ago.
But I'm
I'll
all
wait for
about love
Droplet
and
to get done
connection.
talking.
What about you?
We're turning
Oh, dear
Droplet
nights.
off.
I
No,
couldn't
it's
possibly
fine.
drink the
Maybe
blood of
I don't
anyone.
know.
That sounds so
Okay,
sad.
so I
only
was,
wish to spread love and joy. Let's chase
I
away
was a
any
wee
negativity together.
little squidling. And I got home from going to church one Sunday, with my family. And I like ran inside, excited to like go to my room to do something. And in my old house, there was a hallway, and across from my room was the bathroom. So I was running to my room. This little like little squid going top speed. And I get to the hallway and I take like one step in, and out of the bathroom I see like this hand, but the hand looked like, I don't know, TV static, and it was at the top of the door frame. And the door frame was like 7 feet, so there was a hand like reaching out, and then what I remember is this like head like kind of like peeked out from the side of it, also staticky, but very tall. Like it was crouching
Oh.
and bent over, like 8 9 feet. And I screamed and like I pumped the brakes and got like rug burn from how like hard I stopped. And I was screaming and I was like trying to run away.
Hmm.
And then my mom came and I was like, I saw this thing in the bathroom. It was really tall. And she was like, "You're just excited." And I was like, I've never been that excited. Like, but like to
Oh,
this day, I can distinctly remember what it looks like. If you ever seen the anime Ghost Hound,
I have not.
there
Can I look
there's
it
a
up?
you can let me see if I can send you the tall ghost from Ghost Hound anime. Ghost Hound is a freaky anime. It kind of looked like yeah, the first image, the fucking tall like shadow ghost, but imagine like skinnier. Let me
Oh.
send you this picture.
Yo, this
Skinnier
art
and
style
like
is so
static.
nostalgic.
Yes. Alright, let me put this in downloads and I'll send it to you.
Okay. Also, Sparrow's feeling some type of way about the background. They had made me a background,
Oh no.
and I decided to use an animated one instead.
Wow, we could use Sparrow's background.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's
Like,
horrifying.
yeah, imagine like that tall, skinnier and more like TV static. Oh, okay, this is a way better image.
Okay, I'm gonna show them the one you sent me.
Alright, let me see if I can just save this as a... Let me just take a... No, let me show...
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't
This
know.
is much more of what it looks like. Here, let me send you this other image too. Much more like that. Like, from perspective too, because I was a small baby.
Oh my gosh, that's horrifying.
Yeah, this is really fucking freaky
No.
to see.
No. How old
Yeah,
were you?
that's... Oh, I don't know. It must have been like... I think I was in middle school range. Yeah, pretty freaky, huh?
I started seeing all the time when I
Oh,
was
what the
around
fuck?
12.
God, it scared me. The dolphin
The
noise
dolphin.
fucking scared me. The creature noise from the creature.
The only demon in the bathroom with me is my IBS.
Bro, same.
They say
Me
hot
fighting
girls
for my
got tummy
life.
problems.
True.
Did you ever see it again?
Nope. I've never seen this exact one again or anything. I have seen something like it before, but that experience is more of like it happened in my adult life and was actually pretty freaky too. But similar static being, but this one was like normal size.
Oh,
Maybe the
okay.
other one was normal size and I was just small.
Maybe. Tell us your height, weight, social security number.
All right, I'm 6'6". I weigh 300 pounds of rippling.
I see. Wait, how did you garble your voice like that?
Man,
Whoa, that's really cool. I want that effect. Is that an effect? Did something happen? IBS gals, lactose intolerant gals. Did I lose Zed? Are you still here?
Hear you. What is going on? Am I dying? Is it me that's dying?
Yeah, it is. Your so
Hello?
was that a joke? I thought you were I thought it was a cool effect.
No. Oh.
Oh, that's so sad. I think your mic is cutting out.
All right.
No, he's dying. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm actually the.
Oh, they're leaving and they're re-entering. Oh, Nightbot, I'm not doing readings. Oops. Yeah, Zed's really cute. Hey, Renegade
All right,
Wolf.
I think I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. You started
I think my
describing what you
connection
look
died.
like. Oh, you started
And then
describing...
it.
Yeah, and I was like, that's a really funny effect. How did you do that?
It's just the real universe stopping me from talking about myself.
Yeah. Hi, Lazy Apples. Nice to see you. Welcome. Hi, the Oni. Hey, guys. Okay. Yeah. So, have your parents had any experiences with you? Or like your siblings?
We had just one experience. Sorry, I have milk duds. We were all like praying together once when we were kids. because like my great grandmother was like passing, and there was this plate that was like affixed to the wall, like not something that could just like fall off. And like while we were praying, we heard it rattle, like the spring on the back of the frame, like rattle because it was like stuck to the wall because it was like spring to the wall.
Ah,
And then it just like kind of like flies off the wall.
that's so scary. You're wait.
Yeah, pretty wild.
What? I'm trying to think about that as somebody who's like practiced in spirit work. Like, why would they do that? Are they trying to scare you or like be like make their presence known? Like,
My great grandmother was kind of a bitch, so.
oh,
And
okay.
also, it was a creepy ass plate.
Oh, I see. Oh, Shadvi, thank you for the on-screen celebration.
Let's go. Yeah, she
Look,
was not a good person.
I'm
Neither
sorry
was
to
my
hear
grandmother.
that.
So
Oh no, is it like a
my mother
generational
is
thing?
great though. My mother's great. She broke the cycle. She's amazing.
Yeah, I have a crazy family too.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
that was like a collective thing that like other people remember experiencing. Like I don't remember experiencing. I just remember that creepy ass plate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Your
see.
turn. Your turn. What about
My
you?
turn. Okay, so my earliest like memory of seeing spirits was just me trying to sleep at night as a child. I used to hear music. I used to hear disembodied voices. I would see stuff all the time. But I was horrified. Absolutely horrified. And I learned as an adult that the reason that like, I mean, a lot of it is you hallucinating. Because we have very powerful brains. And they try to put puzzle pieces together to make sense of the reality you're existing in. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of it was just my child brain trying to understand. But I also learned, like spiritually speaking, is that when you are in the dark, the reason that you can start tuning into those senses more is because you lost your vision, which is something that we highly prioritize as we navigate. And also, like, it's just quiet at nighttime. So of course we're gonna really hear shit, especially like as a child, because your ears are really good. But
I have
yeah,
a
I used to hear
I have a
singing.
quandary for you.
Oh, dude, what's up?
Do you think it's the case that spooky stuff only happens at night, or do you think that it is the quiet and the stillness which makes things just more noticeable when it's actually going on all the time? Just during the day, we don't see it.
Oh, it's happening all the time. It's happening all the time. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now that I invite that in, and I'm not scared of it because I know who they are, right? It's yeah. I have stuff happen all the time. I hear voices, but it doesn't scare me anymore. I oh my gosh, I used to just assume because that's what you grew up with, right? That it had to be demons or it had to be ghosts that are watching you and wish you harm, and there's no consent there. But really, the stuff that they were saying to me was like good night. They
Hope
would
you have a
say,
good day.
yeah, they were saying sweet things. Like I recall like being hummed to. I recall like seeing like sparkles and lights around me, and I would just be like, I'm horrified. Oh my god,
Go away, go away.
go! Go!
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I don't know. Did you ever do this? I used to line up all of my plushies around me as like a protective circle.
Yes, like I've done things like that to like comfort me. One of the memories, another one that I have from my childhood is I had a lot of issues falling asleep by myself.
Mm.
I couldn't until like I was like a teenager. Um, I was just really scared, I think.
Mm.
Um, but one night I was like really trying, like doing the hard things, doing the hard work, trying to like get better at stuff. Um, And I really wish that like I had like some type of like comfort or like my mom was there or something.
Yeah.
And I started to feel something like rub my back,
Oh,
like tenderly, and I fell asleep, and there's no one else in the room.
that's so sweet. See, they're so nice. They're like so nice, and we're just
There
like,
was
what is happening?
there was one day in high school where that memory returned to me, and I was like, I like got up and I like looked at like the corner of a room, like the office and like the camera scene, like me realizing something. I was just like, wait a minute, something ain't right. Like
Yeah.
there was no one in the room that night.
That's so cute. Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to hear piano music constantly, and
that makes sense for where I knew you were. So what genre of music was it?
it was just a grand piano I would hear all the time,
All right,
constantly.
that sounds like a demon.
What?
No sane ghost is gonna be jamming on the grand piano in the afterlife. Red flags.
What? It sounded beautiful though. Like it was really
Yeah,
soft.
they sure do.
What? You're lying.
I'm
It was
messing
a
with you.
demon.
Oh my god, bruh, don't you fucking. Oh my god, that should not have scared me as much as it did.
Oh,
Oh
the
my
deep
god.
voice.
Right, you got me on edge here. I'm edging in chat.
Demon. Have I? Can we talk about our experiences with negative entities? Is that something you're comfortable doing?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So when I was a kid, you know, when you're scared, you attract stuff that likes that you're scared.
Yeah, me.
So I 100% saw the Hat Man all the blessed time. Yeah.
No. Just a fair warning. After 600 milligrams of Benadryl, the Hat Man does not respect pronouns.
Oh
Only after 600, though.
no! What's creepy about my Hat Man though is that his face is just all black eyeballs.
Oh yes, you told me about this Hat Man.
Yeah.
Yes, I've studied a great bit of religion and spirituality during like high school and college.
Hmm.
I was able to actually, with the help of some individuals, I was able to actually identify this being, or at least a type of a general classification in spirituality and mythology of what it could have been.
Hmm. What could
Pretty
it?
spooky.
What do you think it was?
Oh, it's based on what you've described to me about it, its appearance and its effects on you. There is a I think it's Yord, Children of Yord.
Children
Uh,
of Lord.
I think Yord is the wrong name.
Mm.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for gifting the sub. Thank you so much, Shadow. Thank you.
Yo, let's go. I got a sub.
Yeah.
It's it's a so the progenitor of like these like beings
Mm-hmm.
is, I think, from my knowledge, Sumerian or Babylonian in origin.
Okay.
You didn't you didn't, from what you told me, you didn't encounter like their father,
Oh,
like
that's
the
good.
one who spawned all of them, just like a significant one of them. They're like
Mhm.
they're like vampiric,
Are they like dream
like
vampires?
spirits,
They're
kinda.
dampiers.
Yeah, they are like dream vampires in the spirituality surrounding them. Spirits of the night prey on people's like energies and whatnot, vampiric or parasitic, depending on which view. It'll take me a little bit to find the name of them specifically, but I do have it written down in my little spooky book. I have it written down somewhere, and I can reference it. But Yeah, it's a little similar to like spirits relating to like sleep paralysis
Okay.
and like night terrors, kind of things
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like a mare, but a very specific one.
Amare.
Yeah, like a mare
Oh, right.
or like a maren.
That's right. Oh, I remember you teaching me about this. That's right. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
It was a while back, but from my experience on what like you told me about, that's what I think that was.
Okay, that makes
The
sense.
Hat Man.
The Hat Man, what I learned, I mean, now I know, is that if you're not afraid and you pretty much stand your ground, you tell them to get the fuck out, they'll leave you alone. So, it's sad, but from what I've learned, or what I've been told by, and I'm sorry if I sound crazy to the uninitiated, by my guides, is that they're basically hungry, and if you don't feed them, they're gonna go somewhere else. So,
What if you eat them?
what if I eat them? How are you able to do that through Discord? That's so cool.
It's through my mic, so my mic integrates with voice mod.
Yeah, what?
So it sends it through my microphone.
That's hilarious. I love that. I have a Steam Deck, but I don't have one of those. But my mic does let me do this, and
Also this.
Oh god.
uh,
One thing I like to do is if a spirit or like a little goblin ghoul that tries to scare me, and they succeed, I give them a rating from 1 to 10 of how frightening I thought they were.
yeah.
They've only gotten a 6 out of me before.
Only a 6 out of you.
Yeah,
I'm
there
sorry,
was
will you
one.
repeat that? I'm confused.
All right, so if a ghost tries to like scare me or like tries to like freak me out and stuff, I give them a rating of how frightening they were on a scale from 1 to 10.
Okay.
The spookiest since I've started doing this was a 6.
A 6. Okay, what happened?
Yeah.
What was the 6?
I don't remember the 6. I think I
Oh.
put it away in my memory vault. But I remember rating something a 6.
What
But
would be
I
a
was
10? Like
in
your mind is altered forever and you have to go to a psych
10.
ward and.
A 10 would fucking like obliterate my soul. Yeah, it's just like like in the echo sound effect
Oh.
on that. Yeah. The I can tell you the 4 out of 10 that I got while I was in Connecticut once. Whole state of Connecticut is haunted, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all
In
the
a negative
Native
way, or
Americans
just
that were
like very
slaughtered.
active area?
Very active area.
So they're not all
So
bad. I wonder if it's on a
probably
fault
not.
line.
Oh no.
Wait, let's ask Droplet. Droplet.
Droplet.
Is Connecticut on a fault line?
Oh, Ran. Connecticut is not directly on a major fault line like some other states, but there are little tremors sometimes.
You'll have to tell me. If
Nature likes to surprise us, doesn't it?
Oh.
It makes me feel a tad anxious.
Yeah, so they said that they're not on a fault line, but they do get tremors sometimes.
Nice. I'd be making that earthquake. You know what I mean? All right. So I was in Connecticut for my nephew's baptism, and the place didn't have enough like bedrooms, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll sleep on the couch next to the dark open kitchen and ominous hallway. So the first night, like I slept fine, and then the second night, this is the first time I ever had like sleep paralysis that like I couldn't move.
Yeah.
So I woke up during the night, and I like felt something like I couldn't move, and there was like something like wrapped around me is what it felt like. It was the blanket that was just wrapped around me.
Oh.
But I couldn't move, and I was like, immediately when I tried to move, I was like, and I couldn't. My brain was like, you're having sleep paralysis. Don't open your eyes. So I did not open my eyes. But I couldn't close my ears. So what I heard was like 3 it sounded like a banshee's scream. And it sent me spinning. Like I felt like I was spinning. Little did they know that I like to feel like I'm spinning.
You're like, wee!
I'm like, wee! I got up, and I was like, I looked around the room, and I was like, 4 out of 10. Then I went back to bed.
Is that like your way of disempowering them?
It's not like disempowering them, because I don't feel like I need to disempower them. It's more of like my way of being cocky.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah.
an ego thing.
Yeah, but like without like ego. It's not like like if they get like a 4 out of 10, it's an honest like that only like that's me rating like how much that spooked me. If they get
Okay.
more than that, I'd be like, "Ooh, that was pretty spooky. This is your rating. Impressive. Get the fuck out of my house." Like
Yeah, I don't let them try me. I see them, I'm just like, okay, why are you here?
I see it like anything um any spirit approaching me is putting its life on the line. That's all I gotta say. I got some quick hands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Your aura points are maxed out.
Bro, I be like, so there's that
You're way too
like
skibbity.
I am my skibbity alpha whiz is off the charts. There's this K-pop comedy horror series called Sweet Home or something, and the ghost is like trying to like make sure that like she can be seen by him, and he's like brushing his teeth and stuff. And then she does like the chom 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 like thing to like
What's
get him to
Sweet
look
Home?
away. Sweet Home is a Netflix series about like a spooky it's a Korean guy who can see ghosts.
Oh, okay.
And this one like he was brushing his teeth and the ghost was trying to get his attention. And she like breathes out on him like this like miasma mist, and he just like kind of like pushes her away and goes like, "Your breath stinks." Like I feel like that's my reaction if a ghost tries to pull up on me.
Oh, that's funny. I should look that up. I know there's this one, I don't remember the name of the manga, but there's this manga where a girl can see ghosts and she just ignores them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, it was made into a Netflix series. It's actually very good.
Oh, is it? I want to watch it.
Yes, it's like Umaro-chan can see ghosts or something like that.
Uh-huh.
It's actually really cool because it's not just ghosts. She can also see gods.
Oh, really?
But
That
the way
is
that this
cool.
manga depicts them is, I'd say, actually like as far as like a Shinto being goes, I'd say it's more accurate than some other things.
You
Which
think the
depict, like,
mangaka seen some
entities.
shit?
I think the mangaka did a great job.
That's cool.
Meikuro-chan, yes, that one.
Mieruko-chan. Oh,
Yes.
I want to look that up. I do.
That's a
That's
good
cool.
one.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I've never even asked you, have you had alien experiences?
I've seen some weird stuff in the sky that I could not explain before. I have had like one like UFO sighting, but my little brother has had more. Like and actually like caught him on video.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Does he still have it?
I'll have to ask. He's in Europe, so he's asleep. So I won't
Okay.
hit him up. But yeah, I think like maybe like it was like the sun was setting, and then there were like these like blinking like orbs like near the horizon and stuff. It was really weird.
That's really cool.
I was driving one night and had something like fly over my car, and it was enough to like rock my car a little bit, and I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck was that?" It's like Mothman, but bigger.
Have you ever experienced any missing time or something like that?
Oh, this one time in college, uh, I smoked weed and I watched Soul Eater, and I thought 3 days went by, but it's actually a whole week.
Wait, that's different.
Yeah,
That's drug induced. I'm talking.
yeah. This was like a drug-induced psychosis.
No.
I will say, watching Soul Eater, while doing that, made it my favorite anime because like I could
Uh,
see the frames, like things were like slowed down. Just love Stein, love Soul Eater. It's my favorite anime.
I've seen beautiful Pleiadian ladies in my dream with RGB eyes and hair. What, really? That's so
Bro,
cool.
I so I have the distinct honor of actually hallucinating most nights that I go to sleep. Um, I have insomnia, and the only medicine which works for me now is Ambien.
Oh no.
Uh, so Ambien does some. It shuts down your brain, but shuts it down in parts.
Yeah.
Um, and part of it is your optical stuff. So you're still seeing, but things aren't really processing well. Like my eyes won't focus on the same image. So when I'm watching Instagram reels, I'm like watching them distinctly in both eyes.
Hmm.
Like I see two phones.
Oh.
Light in the room looks like crystals, like refracted like kaleidoscopes. I saw a face once. Um,
Ooh.
and I was like, "Ooh, very scary wall face man. Haha, get out of the wall if you want to come scare me." It did not leave the wall.
You sounded a little
But
German there.
yeah, I know my roots. But for those who don't know, yeah, squid is Italian and German. Um,
I'm
but
not British. I'm only part British. Don't tell them how much British I am. Do not tell them how much British I have.
kind of German and I'm British. I
I'm
won't. I
ashamed.
won't. But I will say when it comes to alien stuff, and I know it's like medically induced because of like my sleeping medicine, but sometimes when I watch my family's dogs, they get up early and I need to go walk them.
Mm.
And looking at the night sky, while I don't know, it's so hard to describe like what it looks like. Looks like a painting. The night sky looks like a painting.
When you're on
Um,
Ambien?
yes,
Mm.
for me at least. Um,
Is it
uh,
textured?
yes,
No.
it looks like it's like a little textured and stuff, and the stars are like bigger. I don't know how to. I know this isn't like alien stuff, but it's like kind of like psychedelic in the
That's
same
okay. That's really cool. That's
like
so
plane.
like altered states
Um,
of perception is cool to me too.
yeah, I don't abuse substances. I only take them as prescribed. Um, have I ever lost time? I have during one of the um, most traumatic times of my life. I have missing time, and it's not related to aliens though. It's related
Oh,
to spooky little babies.
spooky baby is so it's not a trauma response. It's like a
It's
spiritual thing.
so the second time I saw the Static Man, we'll call
Oh,
him.
okay.
Um, I was at
He
a
makes a
very
comeback.
stressful part. Yeah, see, well, this is a different one. But I was at a really low point. I was in a lot of pain. I was very sick. I was under a lot of stress. Like I was
I'm like,
leading a small revolution. I was in college. I was sick and hadn't eat, slept, or drank for 3 days. And I
how are
just
you? How did you live?
exactly how did I live? Um, and well, like I barely drank anything. I could only drink hot water, like really hot water, because my throat was hurting so bad.
Oh no.
But during that time, I went to like my dorm room in college, and I just like kind of like I felt so like low. That's probably the lowest I've ever felt in my life. Um, and I just like in that moment, in like the purest thought, I just wanted something, anything to take this away from me. I opened my eyes, and in front of me was like a static silhouette of a human. And when I saw it, there was a mutual understanding that it could help me. Um, and I reached out my hand, and I touched its hand, and I can still remember what it felt like. It was cold, like, and pins and needles. And I recoiled. And I started praying. It didn't come near me the rest of the night, but it did stay in the room for a while until I eventually just like succumbed to sleep. And I woke up the next day, and I felt better, but I was different. Um,
Yeah.
certain things were taken from me, which it took me years to relearn. One of them was one of the main reasons I got to where I was because of how empathetic I was. The next day I woke up, I didn't feel empathy towards anything. So I
Oh.
had to relearn empathy. I also didn't feel um, bad about things. Like I cared significantly less. Um, it took a lot of it was like a change in self
Yeah.
that I think was like facilitated, probably not in the best way, by this like static man.
Mm.
Um, but with the help of a lot of good and insightful friends, I was able to, over the next few years, reform a better self.
Mm.
Um, Although I can still feel like part of me that's like related to that change. Um, and I and like what like I've like kind of like been after that, like spiritually.
Yeah.
But that was also like my spiritual awakening. Because after that, I started to like see stuff, feel
Oh.
things. Um, I the next year I moved like to an off-campus house. Um, and the house was haunted. But
In
during
a
that
good way or
time,
a bad way?
in a bad way, a
Oh
very bad
no. Oh
way.
no.
So this one time, I was like sleeping in the room, and then I would dream, um, uh, and just randomly in the dream, there would be insurmountable, intense terror, and it always felt like it was coming from an external source. And then I would wake up, and I'd feel like hands on my body. I'd feel like stuff dripping on my face, um, and things. It stopped because I started going to sleep while wearing a relic that I had from like the Catholic Church.
Mm.
Um, like I don't know if I like thought it like had power or if it did. All I know is that I started wearing that to sleep, and that shit stopped fucking with me. I was actually uh I debated drawing these things for this stream. And I decided in ever my cautious ways to not bring things back into my reality
Well, not
that
only
don't need
that,
to
but
be.
like, what if other people start seeing that stuff?
True, true.
It can
But this
attract
was
it to them.
your run of the mill Meirin or a Mare
Okay.
that was haunted by. But I thought I was going fucking insane. Oh, I don't know if I
What
could
do you
curse.
rate them?
Those were sevens.
Oh, so I thought your
Those
highest
were
rating was a 6.
yes. That's while I started rating things.
Okay, but this one is a
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, so this was before I started like comically rating spooky things. Yes.
Okay, I see. That makes
Yes.
sense.
Yeah.
Damn,
So that
I'm
was
sorry. Are you still like fucked up over it?
no, it was that was kind of like when like came to my spirituality and stuff, that was kind of like a crucible being
Uh,
forged in. You know, cuz like it made me stronger to get through it
mm-hmm.
and learn from it too. and study it as well.
Yeah.
Um, I've never felt more scared in my life than those moments in that bedroom. Um,
Goodness.
so another, so this is, I have one more quick story from that house.
Yeah, do it, do it.
Um, I was sitting with my friend, and this was one where I was like, okay, that's impressive. What just happened?
Uh,
So I was like sitting in my chair, and my friend was like on the other side of the room with the couch, and then we were just like talking, and then we both like looked to the side, and there's someone standing by the front door, but no one else was home. And what I remember is them just like it was like a black shadowy silhouette, and we both saw them, and then the light switches flipped in the room. And me and my friend looked at each other and we were like, "Oh, that was cool!" like, like we weren't scared at all. We were just like, "That was actually impressive!" Like,
oh my gosh. I had one ring the doorbell to my house, but my house didn't
ooh,
have a doorbell. Like it had been broken my whole life.
yeah,
Don't
don't
answer.
answer those. Those are the bad ones. That actually brings me to another story. While I was living in Alabama, sorry, I have a lot of stories. Um, this one's freaky. Um, I was like working remote that one day, and I heard a knock at my door,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't look through the peephole, and I opened the door, and there was no one there, and I was like, that's pretty creepy. But I went back to work, and that night, um, I had a dream, and I was standing right next to my bedside, looking
Mm-hmm.
down at myself, but I wasn't myself. I was something different. And I knew that I was, but I also knew that whatever I was also me. It was like I was inhabiting like something looking at myself. Yes, that gift in chat. Um and I was looking down at myself, and I go down to my sleeping body, and I whisper in my ear, "Hey, if you wake up right now, you can see what's crawling up your chest." And I wake up, and what I see is like a severed, like decomposing arm trying to crawl up my chest. And then I actually wake up, and next to my bed I saw like these like three figures that like slowly like moved away afterwards.
No!
Yes, and so
No!
don't open your doors if there's no one there.
No! I'll be honest, I opened it. I didn't know better. That was before I
Oh
knew
my
anything.
god.
I was home
The
alone.
succubus demon. Yo, same.
Also, hi JVX. Hey
What if you
Pearl. Hi
were
Doug.
what if you were getting chased by a ghost, but as it was running after you, you started to hear its cheeks clapping as it ran?
But the sound of my
You
what
you were
how
just
did that
running,
go?
and you hear this like running after you. The clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the spiritual priestess.
That's so funny.
I'm trying to sneak around the temple.
But the sound of my ass cheeks keep alerting the guards.
Yeah, but I like that. Should have said I can run backwards. Yeah, but these are all like when I think about it, this is just like my life. When I tell people like this, they're like, "That sounds fucking insane." I'm like, "I know, right? It's scary."
That is scary.
But getting back to the aliens part.
Oh wait, oh my gosh, wait, I just had a memory of what happened that day that I answered the door to the doorbell.
Okay,
So
what happened?
I in my
Was it the
family home.
creature?
No. In my family home, we have a spirit there. They're not a bad spirit. Just a lady. She died there, and she really likes her home.
A lady?
Yes. She doesn't want to leave. She likes it, so she's just there. Well, what she really likes to do is be in the bathroom and do her makeup. And I was taking a shower. I was home alone. I think I was like sick or something. I got out of the shower. I saw her. I was just like, okay, that's her. That's fine. Well, I'm in my towel, dripping, trying to get to my room, and
Oh, I like my Rand's drippy, bro.
rang. We don't have a fucking doorbell. But I thought to myself, well, we have been doing work on the house. Maybe, maybe somebody fixed it. But it was loud. Like, it echoed throughout the whole home. It was like that classic, that 1950s dun dun. And I was like,
Yeah.
I've never heard that in my life. So, I'm thinking to myself, all right, someone might be at the door. So I go to my room and I check my window. There's no one on the patio. And so I get dressed and I open it and I go, hello? Was anybody there? No one there. Fast forward to me going back to the bathroom to like get, dry and do all that stuff. Get ready. I hear boom, 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 boom. And it follows me to the bathroom. Like boom, boom. Like the whole way down the hallway. And all of a sudden, like the spirit I usually can tell is there. She's not there. Yeah, and I was so scared that I went out for a walk and locked the door.
Okay.
I don't know, what was I supposed to do in that instance?
I would have turned to them and said, "You don't pay enough rent to be stomping my floorboards. The fuck out."
You think it was a demon?
Nah, probably not.
Sharkster says it was. Yeah. I don't know. It sounded like boots, and I remember in my mind's eye, I thought it sounded like military boots for some reason specifically.
From my memory, you were pursued by that Hat Man being for a while, weren't you?
I was, yeah. For quite
So
some
I'd
time.
say so. Like technically, that I'm not sure if I'd classify that being as a demon, because a lot of in demon spirituality, um, a demon, like, to qualify at like that level, has to be able to at least like steal your soul, kind of things, like from like in like a lot of mythology, in a lot of like mythology and spirituality, like that's like the minimum. But then it's
Yeah.
kind of evolved with Christianity because of like the spread of like imperialistic Christianity and demonizing a lot of things from cultures. So like an imp is like the lowest class of like a demon, but it can still, like, they're like the classic tricksters, like can like take your soul and stuff.
Can
But
they take your soul? I don't actually believe that.
I don't know. I still have mine, so
Oh,
I'll let
okay.
you know if that changes. But like classically, like that's like the in the literature, like the lowest class, and that's what classifies them as like ability wise. Um, so I just meant like not in like my experience this has happened, but like in my readings, this is like a classic like trope. Um, but Amare or Meiran can't take your soul. It's just not like what it does. It's vampiric, and it's like
It's
parasitic.
hungry.
It's hungry.
Yeah, hungry.
Um, but it would be classified as like a demon in like classic like Christianity.
Oh, okay.
But it's not like strong enough. With like the Hat Man, it's around that like same line in like my interpretation of it.
Yeah.
So as far as something that could like bang on the floors and chase after you to make you scared, that like can also like ring a doorbell and make like sounds. That actually sounds like something in the realm of like of the
Of my hat
of
man.
like the
My
Hat
own
Man.
personal
Yeah,
hat man.
yeah, of your Hat Man.
You think that they morph into versions of themselves that like terrify you specifically?
It's part of like that like specific type of like that flavor of like nightmare spirit from
Yeah.
like my like readings and like research. Um, I consider myself like a spiritual like scholar.
Yeah, I
And I
do too.
take like inspiration from like a lot of sources. But yeah, I think that like with certain like things like that, like when in my dreams, like with the Mare, I could never feel its or like see its form, but I could always feel it and the terror coming from it.
Yeah.
Like life, like I like felt like I was like going to die, like kind of scared.
Mm-hmm.
But um, what was I saying? The like sensations that it would like make me feel, like the stuff dripping on my face, or like the hands, or like things like touching me.
Yeah.
That would change. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever encountered a grudge? Because I have.
A grudge?
Yeah.
So what do you mean by a grudge? Do you mean
Well,
like Mariko?
yeah, like when I say grudge, I mean um, like in the movies, grudge, as in a Japanese spirit that is vengeful in nature, and
Gotcha. So
usually it looks like a very pale, dark-haired. Yeah, has like a horrified
I
looking face.
I that's weird. I just heard like a different laugh come through your microphone.
Oh, oh no, that was my cat.
Oh, okay.
You're fine. She
Yeah.
just went meow meow.
No, you might want to go back and clip that.
Did anybody
That
else
sounded.
hear a
Did
laugh?
y'all just hear a weird laugh that wasn't Rand's laugh come through the mic? Anyone in chat hear that, or was that just Rand? And
Wait,
I'm
let me.
just.
Wait. Now I wanna.
No,
No.
you didn't. Oh man.
Wait. Can I rewind in the YouTube? Hold on.
Or on Twitch, you can do what I can do is
I'm doing
marker.
it.
So what do you buy? Like Mariko?
When I say grudge, I mean um like in the movie, as in Japanese red cat is full in nature, and
Gotcha. So
usually it looks very peaceful. Yeah, it's like a horrifying.
yeah, so it was just there.
Oh, that was my laugh.
Okay, that was your laugh. Okay,
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
like,
my.
huh, it didn't sound like Rand's laugh. It might have been a little spooky.
That scared me. You scared me.
That stole Rand's voice. um, so have I ever encountered a grudge?
It was recent
Personally,
too.
I have not. Although I would say be particularly careful, because when it comes to Japanese um, beings, sometimes the gods will take on the role of vengeance. So you might be dealing
Oh,
with
really?
something more significant. Yeah, because
No,
you
no,
can.
no. Because what else? So she came to me in a dream, and then I saw her when I woke up, and I hugged her.
Spooky.
And I said, I forgive you. I hope you forgive me, and I never saw her again.
I would have been like, I would have got up and squared up.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
what I've learned from, like, vengeful spirits specifically, if you apologize sincerely, and you, like, show them a way to be like, hey, I mean you no harm. I hope that you mean me no harm as well. They're just like, oh, okay. So that's what I did.
You're, I say, like, much more of a helpful being to, like, spirits. Whereas I am more of a, like, academic, but also an academic who doesn't want to be bothered.
Oh, I see.
Like if I'm not of like the skill level to be like, if a spirit's coming to me for help.
She didn't want to help me. She
No, not to help me, but to
yeah.
seek help from me.
Oh, you think that she was You know what? I think you're right. I think she was looking for help. Now that you think about it. Now that I think about it. Oh, I wonder if she knew I would do that.
Maybe like when it comes to like my stuff, I don't like on my day to day, like it's not a like a it's like supernatural isn't an everyday occurrence for me. I'm very like in tune with like myself like and my spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
And it and while I was like learning and like developing and like educating myself, um I like it used to happen a lot. Like day to day, like mundane, like spirits and things, and now it's like a ghost town. And usually, like if something does show up, it has to be like significant enough to like clock on my radar, I guess, or
Yeah.
like its power level needs to be high enough to approach me,
It's
like in
gotta be
Dragon
at least an
Ball.
8.
Yeah, gotta be at least an 8 out of 10. You must have a face pick if you want to get with this.
Do you have any
um,
have you ever done anything that would cause a spirit to wreak havoc in your life? Like you know what I'm trying to say?
I'll like piss something off.
Yeah, piss something off.
Yes, but only ever in ignorance. And I think
Ah,
that those like spirits were like knowledgeable enough to only take something small from me in like recompense, as it should have for what I was doing
yeah.
in its space and what kind of like being it was. Um, but yeah, most of my stuff is like based on like um, like spirituality or like mythology, like reading and stuff. Like how I like know so much, like oh, that sounds like this type of spirit, um, or like this like specific class is from like educating myself on like literature.
Hmm.
I also read this one book that was like succubi like sleep with men so that they can collect the semen and bring it to God, and then God will turn them into incubi and give them a penis. I was like, it's very male centric. Like,
In my experience meeting them, not that they came to me, it was more like I was in their space. They can just change at will. I don't know, have you had a similar
there is a classic text, um, hierarchy of heaven and hell,
huh?
which breaks down the classes of spiritual like beings in Christianity, and then it's like adopted things like later. Um, but it breaks down like, oh, like this is what like a principality is, and this is what a power is. Like those are
Yeah.
two different like angels, and they're like, this is the princes of hell, and these are the kings of hell, and this is like where they are and where they like spawn from, and then
I
this
don't
is like
believe in hell.
they have like so many like legions under them that they control, and like this one spooky guy has like 10,000, while this other spooky guy only has 8,000 legions. Hmm.
How many of those do you think are just like organized interdimensional beings that freaked out some humans?
I think that if you look at the story of Lucifer and God,
Mm,
Lucifer sounds awfully human in his actions and like supposed like motivations and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying to go seek out the old adversary because he's misunderstood. I'd say only delve if you are very wise. Um, but I'd say that most of them are misunderstood, but most beings have reputations for a reason.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess what breaks my heart is that there's so much press on the bad ones. But there's a whole
true.
lot of good ones. Like mostly I encounter just very kind, warm, loving beings in my practice. And and you just open up my mind. I think the ones that do come to me that are negative are probably looking for some sort of like release from what they're going through. So,
Yeah, I imagine like for you, it's like a warming light, and for me, it's more like a blinding light that you're like, oh shit, like a laser just hit my eye or something. Like I don't want to go near that. Like at least that's what I try to exude in my life. Like if I like go to a place like seeking like a specific spirit and I find it, it's like that's like my fault. But like I haven't like seen um as like a spirit in a while. And the ones that I do see are usually like well established, and like I don't see them like how like I see you like right now in this beautiful
me
outfit.
neither. Yeah.
What I see is like silhouettes of light or
Mm-hmm.
static or lack thereof. Like if something's trying to like avoid being seen, I can also see the absence of something being there.
Yeah.
Um, as well, it's spooky, and I don't see it often. I used to see it a lot more often, but nowadays, like I'm pretty like open about like the broader like um things about my spirituality. I don't tend to delve into detail. But like these are like what I'm like talking about is all the things that like I'm open enough to say. Like yeah, like I like experience things that I don't like can't explain. Like my formal education, like I have a bachelor's degree of science in physics. I'm like literally like work as a physicist.
Yeah.
Um, and I'd say that like science and like religion and spirituality actually go hand in hand, and they're not quite as separate as people think.
They
Um,
100% do.
reality is much more spookier than like what people think. Like we can like look
Yes.
at phenomena like quantum entanglement, where like if you quantum entangle two particles, no matter where they are, if you like you can infer the spin of an electron based on the current spin. So like if I were to like be on Mars and we are on Earth and I like spin my electron like up, yours would like spin down, and so you can know that mine is up and yours used to be up because it's now down, and that's like kind of what quantum entanglement is like.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
um, so but this also means that regardless of your reference frame, this is true. So if you're moving at the speed of light, and which makes you experience a different time, you would still know that your particle is up or down, which means you can theoretically, if I'm not mistaken, use this phenomenon to communicate through time.
Oh, you can. There's a famous book written by Dolores Cannon, who she has regressed people, and she's talked. It's called the Notre Dame something. I don't remember, but it's about Notre Dame. Notre Dame was regressing somebody to talk to another hypnotherapist in the future, and
Hmm.
it was her.
I mean, like, yes, like with like the regression thing. What I was more getting at is like if we like throw ourselves into a black hole, like the gravity's so intense that like the time will like stretch out infinitely, but we can still communicate information throughout like reference frames. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's the same type of general idea there.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's my idea, chat. By the way, don't try to patent your time travel thing. I'm already filling it out, like already being processed.
Well,
Like,
I personally don't think that we can take our physicality with us. Um, we can definitely tap into the future, past, whatever. But the thing is like the actual experience that we tune into with this fragment of our being, that's something that we can't predict because there's just so it's like the road is split in so many directions, and there's only so much information that we can gather, you know,
there's
at least consciously.
kind of reminds me of like there's a show on Disney Plus coming out right now called Agatha All Along.
Yes, people keep adding me because there's this one scene where she goes, I am the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups.
Yes, yes. I when I saw that scene, I thought of you. But
Yeah.
one of the
And
witches
50 other
like
people too.
yes, one of the witches skips through time, like with her consciousness, and she's like hundreds of years old. So like when she was like 10, she was like living like what her life was like when she was like 330, and she like flipped back and forth. Um, Spoilers, but I didn't tell you which one. So, um, but it's kind of like that, and also there's a book
I'm
called
listening. I'm gonna turn my butt off, okay?
Okay.
I swear I'm listening. Keep going.
There's a book called Slaughterhouse 5. Where like the person like if they go through like a door frame or like a passageway, they like jump to like another probability of their existence like in the multiverse. It's actually a pretty interesting book. But one of them, he's like a pet in like a human zoo for aliens. Like
Oh,
with like the love of his life, like his dream like actress, like crush, is like in the zoo with him.
oh, interesting.
Yeah.
There is well, is it okay? I guess I've already talked a lot about this stuff, but for my research, there are lots of humans in all kinds of zoos. In fact, you could call Earth a zoo if you wanted to, because there's so many beings that just watch us for entertainment.
I feel like I'm
Thoughts?
one of them.
You feel like you're one of... Have you ever... A lot of people experience this. They feel like they're being watched, but they also feel like their life is so insanely dramatic that it just feels like they're playing a part in a show. And
Yeah, plenty of people are full of themselves, yeah.
No. Like that's a really common thing people say, and I go, well, you are. You know, one of your own making.
Like, there's some things in my life that happen, and I'm just like, is this a fucking sitcom?
Yeah, that happens to me. Sometimes I hear the laugh track in my head. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Yeah. Oh, back to the alien stuff real quick. I had my first alien experience when I was 5 years old. And my father had this, like he worked at this office that was in the middle of nowhere. And out in the field were a bunch of rolled up hay. And I was outside at sunset with my mom and my twin. And we all three saw like a craft come down, and like the like the actual beam of light boom itself onto the earth. Now there was no sound. But what we did experience was like an intense magnetism on the actual craft itself. Like we couldn't look away. We felt like we all collectively felt like we were losing part of ourselves. And my mom, she was so scared that she ran away, and to this day she has no recollection of what happened, but me and my twin do. So that was my first time like seeing an alien, but after that I don't know what happened, and neither does my twin. We think that because we experienced missing time that night. We think that they maybe communicated with us something, but not something that we consciously know about. Yeah.
I like the memes of like the alien cats and the flying saucer, and then they just say like zop 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 zop. I love. It's also like there's a whole other side of like Instagram reels and like TikToks where it's just like people like putting like the green filter on themselves, but they interact like in our regular like life, but like as like aliens. Like today I'm like feeding 10 Gorbulons to my Schluffweffel and to see what happens, chat. Like they're content creators too, but they like make themselves look like aliens.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
funny.
to me it's really cool because it's like I'm seeing another like world, but I know it's just like content creators being creative, but it's a lot of people. Like
Really?
there's like podcasts that like people like pretend that they're aliens.
That's funny. My ears have been ringing this entire time, by the way.
Have that effect on people.
Yeah. I love Alien, and I've never seen them. I love to watch them. Every time Ron mentions twin, I always feel it's not just... Nah, I got a lot of siblings.
There are many cup cards indeed.
That's true.
Like, you sent me pictures of your cat once, and I sent them back, but as an alien cat.
You did, yeah. Is that
Mm-hmm.
a meme?
It is a meme.
Okay.
One of the last edits I did of my dog before they passed was them as an alien.
Oh, Psychic Leo says they might have activated you. Maybe. You know what? I never thought about it, but I'd love to do a regression and figure out what happened that day. But it happened, and I was just like, whatever. It was weird though.
I have so like I have good intuition.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned to trust it after years. And sometimes like those intuitions come with like images and stuff. And one time I've made the mistake with a close family member, and we were like driving one day, and like we just had like this argument. And I'll change like the words and like stuff so it's not personal. But I just like after like we like quieted in the argument, I look at him and like ask like my intuition or something to like give me something so that I can like maybe like help to understand like where he's coming from and like why he's like mad.
Yeah.
And like I'm changing like the words here, but I say, "What does the red fox mean to you?" And he looks at me, and like his eyes wide and his face just like dropped, and he's like, "How do you know about that? I've never told anyone except for my counselor at school about that." And I just look forward and I don't answer him.
Oh.
And then it's like I said like and it's like, "How do you know?" I'm like, "I can't tell you." Like it's like I don't know how to like describe like what
It's
it
a
is I just
download.
did. I just downloaded off you.
Mm-hmm.
But and he was like he's very like disregarding of like today like with like religion and stuff. But like whenever he gets scared, he usually like comes to me and just like, "Hey, like this is going on." Like you can be an
Yeah.
atheist, but everyone prays in the end.
I know. Well, yeah.
But yeah, the red fox was just like an example
Oh, okay.
of something. It wasn't actually like a red fox. It was saying I was changing like the wording like for just to keep them private.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. You're trying to
yeah,
be kind to your sibling, not share their stuff.
yeah,
Yeah. No, I get it. My twin and I, we would just kind of understand what we wanted from each other constantly. And well, we would just aid each other in mischief our entire lives, but we
they
would,
ate each other in mischief.
yeah, we would, and we would just know like what mischief we were gonna do without communicating. Like, oh, mom has wind chimes. It'd be
Yes.
so cool if I climbed on your back and then you lifted me up on your shoulders and we swung from the wind chimes. You know?
I like to annoy like my mom sometimes, like when like she'll be like in the kitchen or something and I'll have nothing to do. She'll be like making dinner and I'll like go and I'll like get like really close to like standing behind her but like not touching her. I'm just like looking over her shoulder and she's like, "God damn it, Zed, go away." Like she'll like yell at me, then she'll like try to like move aside and I'll like widen my stance and like try to get in front of her like at the last moment to
Yeah.
like mess with her. She's threatened to, if I don't stop, come on like upstairs while I'm streaming and dox me live, so maybe I'll stop.
Oh no, maybe you should stop.
I don't think I can help myself.
My twin is a normie. My twin has a life. They have no clue what I'm doing. I tried to explain it to them before, and they're just like,
What tuber? You're doing what with your tubes?
You're doing what with your tubes? It's funny. Yeah, no one understands me. I just say I'm a cartoon and I do tarot.
God.
And they're like,
Bro,
oh,
no one
okay.
understands me. I'm so different. I'm literally a cartoon. They don't even know. At the parties, when I go there, they don't even know I'm a VTuber. It's crazy. I stand in the corner, different. I'm a wallflower. I'm a little VTuber wallflower. Sorry.
What do
That's
you
my
think?
inner monologue.
That's okay. I think it's funny. Oh, what do you think, spiritually speaking, is the reason we have such an uptick in VTubers? Like, Do you think there's a spiritual reason for that, or do you just think it's the anonymity and the creativity and?
I think it's I think the anonymity lets us be much more of ourselves. Like I can still like go outside and like not be like seen. Although like if like my identity did come out, it wouldn't really bug me that much.
Mm.
Uh, I'm more of like I wish the bitch would try like not really, but like
Oh.
I'm ready. Sorry, are we allowed to swear?
Oh yes. Oh yes. No, it's fine.
Because like if I ever do get doxxed, I'm just gonna be like, pull up. I got a 6-piece with a red dot for you.
It's a self-confidence thing for a lot of people. Yeah, I think so too.
I think also COVID perpetuated
That's
streaming
true.
and VTubing, and it's just kind of like a byproduct of like media consumption during that time and being inside,
Yeah.
and also being afraid of like other people.
Well, I mean, we're technically connecting with people, just not face to face. I would say
Yes,
like you don't get that energy as intensely, and that's why there's a lot of people on the spectrum in this space.
the spectrum.
The spectrum.
Got
Oh,
a touch of that
oh
tism,
yeah.
that
Yeah.
autism.
Oh, it's just a. Let's go. Wait. I don't think you can hear it. Wake up, everybody!
Wake up! Wake up!
Oh,
All right. So we talked a little bit about aliens and our childhood experiences
yeah.
and our adult experiences. Shall we tell chat the experience that we've had together?
Yes, yeah. That never gets old. I never expected. Yeah, sure. Should we set the stage? I'll start. So,
It's in 1876 in New Orleans.
yeah. So Zed and I are friends IRL. We were. Oh, Zed's actually my very first VTuber friend. For the people that don't know, they're the first person to commission me to, and they're like a. Sorry, sorry if I embarrass you. They remind me of my little brother, and so I just fell in love with them. I was like, oh my gosh,
my
you're just
God,
like
oh
my
my
baby
God.
brother.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of Rand's firsts.
Wow.
First commission, first VTuber friend.
That's true. That's true. And well, yeah. There's nothing between us though. I'm a lesbian.
Yeah, no, there's
I
not.
like huge balagolagos.
I love fat pussy. No, but we're just we're good friends. But what was I saying? Damn, I just had something
Yeah.
about us, but now it's fading in my mind.
That's okay.
Oh yeah, the OG. That's what it was. When I pulled up in like in Rand's server one day, and everyone thought I was like this new, like obviously adorable person. And then like I was like after some incident, I like got I asked like, hey, if you want me to be a mod, um, I will. And then like I got the mod thing, and then I like I went into general and like showed everyone that I got a mod because I knew that they didn't know like who I was like in
Yeah.
like your community or life.
Mhm.
So they're like, yo, this is the quickest like anime protagonist like we've ever seen. But I
Oh.
was like, when people like talk to me about like, oh, this is Rand, it was like the scene from Narnia when Aslan goes like, do not speak to me of the old magic. I was there when it was written. Like,
That's true.
I
That's
feel like that way because
true.
like I've been around like the scene of like a lot of people like in like the VTuber thing. And like I come into their communities like every like once in a while, and they're like, "Oh, this new person." I'm just like, "I know more than you," and then I keep
I
walking.
know. I know more than you. I'll always know more than you. That's so funny.
Thickest
I'm gonna
of
start
female
doing that
thighs.
in your community. Can I be a
Do
mod?
it, bro. You have your own special role in my community.
I
You
do.
know that?
No,
Yeah,
what
on my
is it?
server. you're like Star Charter or something. Like you have your own like specific like role.
Oh, hell yeah.
It
Those
doesn't come with
peasants.
anything except for a title, but it still has the title.
I have the yeah. I need to use
The
that part. I
mommy
need to wield
role.
that power I have. What did you say?
The chat shadow said the mommy role, and I was
Oh,
like,
mommy.
huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people say I have like big sister vibes, not necessarily mommy.
Some people say I have Big Brother vibes, the way I'd be watching them do shit.
Or star mommy. Or maybe I have like
It's Eon.
hi Eon. Maybe I have more like a single aunt. She never got married.
I want to be the cool uncle that like smokes and stuff.
Yeah.
I was thinking of picking up smoking just for the aesthetic.
What? I started smoking so my voice would deepen. It didn't
Yes, you
last
told
long.
me about that.
Yes. Okay, back in the day when I had a crush on a girl, that was my whole personality.
Oh my god, I know the type.
Yeah, I learned quickly not to do that, but yeah, I think like the problem is if you have a low self-esteem, you try to be the person people like so that you can feel like you have value. So that's what I was trying to do. Anyways, she told me that my voice, like to my face, that my voice was annoying, and that's why she didn't want to date me, even though I was cute.
Wait, I got you, fam. I got you. Like, keep telling the story. I'll play some theme music.
What's this? This is my villain. It's my villain origin story. Anyways, I started smoking for like 2 weeks, and mostly because I had a pack and I couldn't get through the whole thing.
So it's. Oh, well, Zed starts singing. I will. I do have an angelic voice. I'm actually a trained opera singer.
You're trained. Are
Um,
you really?
that's. Yeah, I in college. I was in men's choir, and they trained us in operatic classical tones.
Oh, I didn't even know that about you.
Yeah, it's my party trick. That I can sing like baritone bass like opera, and most people don't think that I can because of just how my voice sounds. But if you scroll through my content, or maybe later tonight, I do, and I can sing like an operatic tone.
Yeah. I love
Yeah,
to hear it like when I've heard you do the chanting. I never heard you like belting.
the chanting.
Yeah, you did a oh.
The my throat singing.
Your throat singing. Your throat
Ah,
singing.
yes. Or that. I can't do Mongolian, but I can do like Viking throat singing. All right,
I
I'll
see.
give I'll give like 10 seconds of like vocal prowess. I'm like, I need to sit up though.
Are your parents gonna raise an eyebrow?
No, they hear me sing all the time.
Oh, okay.
I'll just sing to myself, or I'll sing to my dogs. Oh, what song? If any, you guys know JoJo's Bizarre Adventures?
No. Not just kidding.
All
Yeah,
right.
I do.
It's an anime. So, like, spoiler alert, Caesar dies. But there's a song when Caesar dies called Il mare no eterna nia anima, which is like, although
Caesar!
Caesar! Yeah, it's that song that plays in the background. Caesar death song. Il mare eterna nella mia anima. Let me see if I can find the lyrics.
Anime Dominos.
I like so like that's a funny meme because it's fake Latin. It's meant to sound like Latin.
Oh, really?
Like the Dorime, Lucifer. That one's just saying like fallen angel names.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'll sing the first. See if I can, because I've been talking a lot, so like my opera voice is like shit. But oh, let me see if I can. I have to take like one earphone off, but can't believe you haven't heard me sing opera before.
I have not.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm so nervous. JK. Okay.
It's okay. Take your time.
I'm kidding. Alright, here we go. Sophia dulcemente munvanti cielo spirate nel mio cor mia dae fortuna. Yeah, so I can sing.
Yay!
Let's go, let's go.
Oh,
Most people think like
wow!
I have this like the voice of the twink in the heart of a lesbian, but I can sing opera.
You have such range. It's beautiful.
Thank you,
That's
thank
gorgeous.
you.
When are you gonna release?
I was thinking of actually getting back into music because of current politics. Because
Oh.
music, like, what music do I like? I like music about struggle and overcoming struggle. A lot, like, I'm really into rap. I love a good like love song. I'm a poet and a philosopher, but I think that like music has a way of like moving the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and uh, I think that that's a vehicle which I could use to like get out some of my like my thoughts on stuff.
Yeah. I
Thank you for
think
letting
that'd
me
be awesome.
sing a little ditty.
Of course, thank you for singing for the stream. This is beautiful.
Yeah, I wanna be the next Bob Dylan. Be like, come gather round, people, wherever you roam.
Oh, I told you this, but I told you this, but I just had a memory, and this is ghost related.
Yo,
But-
memory reference.
When I was maybe like 13, 14, I made my own Ouija board with my friend.
Oh no.
Well, no, it was fine. It wasn't that scary. But we used a quarter as a planchette, and it was the first and only time I used a Ouija board. Anyways, it wasn't scary at all. But they spelled your name. When I was 13.
Oh yeah, you told me about
It's
this.
spelled Z-E-G. And
Let's go.
I never forgot that experience, and then I met you, and I was just like, oh.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah, we were meant to meet. Hi, still.
Yes, it
Also,
was
hi,
destined.
Nornix. And oh, dude, sorry. I feel bad because people are like, hi, and yeah.
We be talking. It's okay.
We
see
be
you.
talking. It's true. We see you, and we love you.
Can I show you one of my favorite songs real quick that I draw inspiration from every day?
Sure.
All right.
From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. Where's my crown? That's my bling.
Turn off. You're gonna get the VOD claimed on YouTube.
Don't worry, it's less than 7 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're so funny.
Demonetized.
Yeah. Turn it off.
My bad, fam. Turn it off.
Yeah,
I have heard the 1950s version.
Wait, really? What?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
They've done like there's an opera version of it too.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever used a Ouija board?
Me?
Mm.
Nah, I was I'm a child of Christ. No, but it was like I'm a good Christian lady. Have you seen that video of like the two drag queens?
Yes,
And there's like
yeah.
I was touched by an angel. And she's like, you were touched by an angel? I was touched by a priest. I love that video.
They say that they're good Christians a lot. I think it's funny.
I have not used a Ouija board. In the past, I have been asked to like communicate to spirits, but on behalf of their relatives. But I don't do it anymore because most of the shit is just like sad and
Yeah.
like they were like they like were like testing me, and they're like, they how did they die? How did they die? Like, how do you think they died? And I was like,
I hate when that
everyone I
happens.
asked, everyone I asked, like kept pointing at the top of their head. And I was like, was it like brain cancer or something to do with their head? And they're like, yeah, they blew their head off. And I was like, why would you
Oh,
make me try to communicate
no.
with a person who blew their head off? Jeez, if you told me that to begin with, I would not have done it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what? That's inviting that energy in. That's
It was
messed
just
up.
sad. They're
Yeah.
like, what does my brother think of me? And I was like, it's just sad shit coming through. Like, I don't do that anymore.
How
How
can
can
they
they
communicate
communicate
without a
without a
head?
head? Sign language.
That's funny.
Ghost really pulled up and said, "So no head."
I I don't do ancestor. I don't do like mediumship because I'm always tested. I'm always tested, and it's like I'm gonna get it wrong. You know, I'm
Yeah,
not.
they're
I'm
like, "Oh, you're a medium. Do a triple backflip right
right,
now.
and it's not.
You're a medium. Incarnate into my room." Like,
Yeah, I also don't like when people ask me for names. I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude. I always see it
yeah,
as a calculator. Like,
give them the name of a forbidden god.
you can only punch in numbers into a calculator, right? So if they have some like weird,
If you
like their
type in the numbers 8008, it kind of looks like the word boob.
yeah, I don't know. There are some mediums that are like spot on a lot of the time, but still, maybe it's a lucky guess. Who knows?
I was watching this one um like the Long Island medium,
Oh
and it was
yeah.
like this woman, and they were like, was your like husband who passed on, was he really masculine? Like, did he like wear a necklace with like jewelry all the time? And they're like, oh my god, yeah, they did. How do you know that? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's because you have a high like Italian population, and every stereotypical Italian male had a
Yeah.
necklace with the fucking Mona Luca horn on it. Like,
Yeah.
that one. I was just like, there's good psychics, and then there's just people who are really good at cold reading. You
Yeah.
know?
I know what you mean. Hey, I need to close my blinds. I just realized it's pitch dark. And I got all my lights on.
Nice. Yeah, so let's we actually never told them what happened when we got together.
Go for
This was
it.
the second time, wasn't it? This was the second meeting.
This is the first time. We
This
met
was
for the
a
first time in New Orleans.
yes, but we've
Oh, the
met
first or
in
second time we went?
yeah, we've met in New Orleans twice.
Yeah. This is the first time because my sister wasn't with me.
What happened the first time?
I didn't live there. Ah!
What?
Yeah, I never lived there actually.
Yeah, well, like you
What am
we
I
didn't
saying? I live in the spirit realm. Anyways.
bro. So we met up in New Orleans for Halloween because New Orleans has a great Halloween festival.
Mhm.
The first time we met up in New Orleans, we cosplayed together as Black Butler, as Ciel
Yeah.
Fanpive and Alois Trency.
Yes.
It was very fun. I went all out, very creative with my cosplays.
And we used that cream remover on our face.
Yo, we fucking chemical burned our faces. Oh my god.
We were running around getting drunk with a red chemically burned face.
Like we were putting ice on our face till like midnight, and then we went out. That was a fun night. My one
That was
regret
so
is not
funny.
dancing with you to the well, what was that song? We were in that the gay bar, and you
Oh.
were doing the Teddy Lord dance.
Oh yeah.
I remember that, and I was like, I was enjoying it so much. I was just like smiling and like laughing. I was like, I should have joined in.
It's okay. It's okay. You were chatting up all the girlies.
I was. I'm an extrovert.
Yeah, I am not. I need
So
you.
I don't. What? I don't remember anything spooky happening the first time. Is my memory incorrect? Was there something spooky that happened the first time? Other than my hat disappearing?
Yeah. Oh yeah, someone took your hat.
Yeah, but it was it got knocked off my head, and the moment I turned around, it was gone. Like that shit was not like taken. That shit was spirited away.
You
Like
think so?
it was. There's even with the crowd of people, it was just nowhere, and I didn't hear it hit the ground.
I swear, someone took it. I really think someone took it. It's New Orleans.
Someone had to say it, but I was
Yeah.
maybe a spooky ghost was like, I want this cool ass hat. So it was a cool ass hat.
Yeah, somebody stole my ID and my credit card.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I know. I was like, yeah.
We were also followed by
Yes,
someone in
that's
a back
true.
alley.
We were. That was a mistake.
Yeah, luckily I was clocking our back like a hawk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember when we saw that dead guy?
Yes, I was talking about that with Sparrow today. I was like, I saw
Yeah,
a
there
dead
was,
guy in New Orleans once, and they're like, what?
Yeah, I was with Zed in New Orleans. There was this fucking blue
just
dude
saw-
on the side of the road
there
with cops
was.
around him.
I think, yeah, that was my first time seeing
A corpse.
a corpse just on the road. It was outside of a bar too, and I was like, well, that's telling. That's really
Yeah.
sad.
So what spooky experience the first time are you talking about?
Oh, so we went to the voodoo shop. And
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, the spooky pendulum.
Yes, we got a spooky pendulum, but while we were there, the energy was just completely different from the rest of the quarter. And then we saw that they had a Baphomet.
Yeah.
They had a Baphomet shrine, and they also had a Marie Laveau shrine.
Yes, it was supposed to be her shop.
Yeah,
Something.
Marie Laveau shop on
The-
Bourbon Street.
Sometimes I see colors around objects and stuff. And
Uh-huh.
that statue was red and a deep red, a crimson, my eyeballs.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Pretty spooky. Same energy that I saw on the pendulum you bought from the shop.
Yes, which I have had cleansed.
I thought you lost it.
No, I found it again.
I will have to write about that in my book. That's one of my active spiritual cases that I follow is you and your pendulum.
Oh, really? Well, I had it
Yeah.
cleansed like intensely because I wanted
Nice.
to I wanted it. I was like, this is mine now.
This is mine.
Get out
Give
of
me.
that.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a spooky shop, and the guy at the cashier was a complete fucking asshole.
Yeah, he was kind of rude. True.
Okay.
You got a flute there too.
I did, and I took that flute out at my when I got back to the place I live, and there was a wasp that came out of it.
Oh, wait, of your
And
flute?
I of my flute that I was I transported this wasp. Yeah,
Was it alive?
it was a live wasp.
That's gotta be that has to mean something. We gotta
Well,
ask
it-
Droplet.
It means that I completely smacked the shit out of that flute that night. But
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
wait. Spiritually speaking, what does a wasp represent?
Speak to us, Droplet.
Oran. A wasp, in the mystical dance of life, symbolizes community, determination, and structure.
Oh, there we go.
They can teach us about industriousness and boundaries too. Such fascinating creatures, spreading lessons of sweetness and sting.
I forgot that you can't see you can't hear or see them. I wonder how we could circumvent that. Do you want me to share my screen, my Discord with you and turn the sound on?
No, I'm okay with you relaying what Droplet says. How often do you feed your mods and clean the mod basement?
How often?
Yeah. Whittle Liliana in chat is asking about your mods' quality of life. I think this is where we lie and we tell them that we feed them and give them water, right?
Yeah. You're gonna have to talk to my manager, Droplet, about that. I can't disclose that information, legally speaking.
I I actively abuse my mods. Try to take them. You want my mods? Come and get them.
Coming.
Get your soft liberal hands and put them on my body and try to take my mods.
Your mods are really nice.
I don't abuse my mods. I rarely even need my mods. But I love seeing them. They're good babies.
Yeah. I hope I can get rich and famous and I can hire somebody. Because I understand that it's a volunteer and they're modding because they like the stream. You know, they're
Yeah.
watching anyway, so I get it. But I feel bad.
Yeah, so that was the first time in New Orleans. The wasp on the flute was very shocking. Gonna have a card battle. Yes, it's time to duel.
Duel. Oh, I brought my cards with me. You remember?
Let's go. Yes, I do remember this.
Yeah, I brought them to New Orleans, Star Spinner Tarot. And I don't think we used them, did we?
Not the first time. The second time, we definitely used them.
Oh, yeah.
And the second time, we actually we went to go visit. We'll call it a historical venue. About what history though is you don't have to know. But we had a little spooky little BB follow us home from said historic venue, and
Yeah,
cause
the second time. It's okay, we
yeah,
can tell
the
them.
second
Because, like,
time.
we said that we visited New Orleans, and this was around there. I think it's fine. Because it's a famous place.
We went to Oak Alley
Mm-hmm.
Plantation.
Yeah.
Really good mint juleps.
Yeah,
Honestly,
very good mint
I was like
juleps.
surprisingly good drinks at the plantation.
It was like 3 p.m. too.
Yeah, let's do some day drinking. Bought some overpriced pralines that were like the best I've ever had.
They had a restaurant. I was like, mm-mm.
Yeah, it was great. We had a great view of the slave houses.
It was very sad, very somber, but damn, did they make a good
Yes.
omelet.
It was it was a really cool experience, and I wanted to go there because I'm a big fan of Interview with the Vampire,
Yeah.
the movie.
And they got the trees
and
there.
Yes, they had the trees there, so we got pictures by the trees, although it told us not to stop. We got pictures by the sign that said not to stop to take pictures.
We did.
But yeah, so in the dining room, right next to the cabinet, there was this silhouette of a blue ghost, but it was incomplete. I didn't think anything of it. And just kind of went through that house. But later on that night, we had a little run in again. Can
Yeah.
you give us your take on what happened that evening?
Yeah, I can share my perspective. So this was before. I would say it was I was maybe half quote unquote awakened, but I wasn't very knowledgeable. And I wasn't very tapped in because I was scared. So, I wasn't really accepting information to come in unless I was uncomfortable and I needed to know something. That was the only time then. But, yeah, we had some follow us home that night. And they were just chilling in the staircase for a good fucking 6 hours.
They wanted to be closer.
They did.
But could not. But yeah, they just kind of chilled there, and then skedaddled. What I saw that evening was initially you came into the room, and you're
Yeah.
did you
I woke you
hear
up.
that? I was watching shit on my phone, falling asleep, and then you're did you hear that or anything? And I was I didn't hear anything. Come sit down. And as you entered and sat down, I saw the static silhouette out of the corner of my eye, and I was oh. And then I saw the blue, and I was oh.
Oh.
This was another spirit that was attracted to you for some type of similar experience. Won't get into the similar experience, but like trying to like seek like
A
some
B
type of
U S
understanding.
E.
Yes. Um, but they weren't necessarily harmful. Let me rephrase. They weren't malicious.
Mhm.
Not enough consciousness in that spirit to be malicious. More like of a collective of like their like life experiences. This
Yeah.
is your classic run of the mill, like what would be called a light blue or a blue spirit. Yeah, like really, really common.
Very
Can stick
common.
around because of like the energies associated with them, but highly related to like staying in this world because of like trauma or things that happened to them.
Mhm.
Was able to communicate a little bit via like what I was calling like my intuition earlier. Got to see some of their life. Um, some good parts too. It wasn't all bad. I got to see like parts where they smiled and parts where they cried. So I didn't want to like do anything to like that I know of like in practice to like really like harm the spirit. More just like kind of like just kept it at like a dozen arms length.
Yeah.
But it eventually left. However, to this day, I can still see its eyes occasionally,
Wait,
from
really?
like time to time. Yeah, if I look, um, uh, not because it's there, but it's more like something it left me.
Mhm.
It with its memories. It's they're associated with its eyes,
Interesting. Interesting.
pretty eyes.
Oh, sure.
Now
Did we
they're
help them cross over? At the time, I wasn't very I was very scared of spirits and stuff like that, so I just didn't. I just wanted them to leave. I didn't, I was too afraid to think of anything like to do something like that. So we
so to for them to like we really wanted to do good. We should have went back and brought them back with us. But for them to travel like with us from like the distance that it did, um, from my understanding, it was only like able to safely make the trip with us. I have no idea the whereabouts of it after that morning when we woke up, nor did I feel it. So
yeah.
could have got gobbled up. Little num num num, little
What do
taste, little
you mean? By
bite.
who? By what?
New Orleans is
That's true. It's full of creepy creepos. That's a good
yeah,
point. That's a good point. Didn't even. Yeah.
could have been a little snack to something. But
That's bad. Well, or because it's just as negative. Well, okay. Well, never mind.
or just made it back. Like there's another possibility that it just made it back.
Yeah, it is. I was gonna say, or maybe it's still around you a little bit, but because you see its eyes. But, anyways,
No,
I
the eyes are a memory.
their memory. Okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say, well, there could be good beings in New Orleans, but then I was like, well,
there are
there
like
are, but
wherever
not as many. You know,
there has to be light to make a shadow.
that's true. I would say the places that we visited weren't very uplifting though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
There's a lot. There's
so
really
another
beautiful
thing
churches there that are very
there is.
serene.
So when we the land there at the plantation was peaceful on the surface and felt peaceful, but fundamentally like in the earth there you could feel something was wrong.
Hmm.
Like almost like a black mirror kind of thing. When we crossed into like the threshold of that property, you and I both felt pain in the same spot, like on our
Yeah,
tummies,
I remember
which was
that.
pretty spooky.
We were so sick, and then when we stepped into one of the slave rooms, we both got
Hmm.
really dizzy.
Yeah, I was like,
And I was so dizzy that I was like, I can't stand.
yeah. And then we left because we were like, feel weird. Um, but yeah,
That one of the
it was
slaves' rooms. on the plantation.
Yeah, like on the plantation, there were like slave quarters. Like I do, um, like recommend like visiting these historic sites because that history should and needs to be remembered.
It
There's a
does.
part there's a part in the tour of the house where they show the brick, and they were like, these bricks were laid, like these exact bricks you're looking at
They're
were
made.
made and hand laid by slaves. And it was a very powerful like moment of like seeing like that like terrible history. So I do
Yeah.
recommend going and like living it, like going to see like the like what remains of that history and like the people there too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was a very cool experience. But the ghost that person is not with me anymore. What's with me is a memory. So I used to do a lot of driving.
Yeah.
I was a commuter for a while, and I lived like an hour and a half away. Sometimes I would drive these old back roads late at night,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes safe transport can be found with friends.
Yeah.
So occasionally, while I was driving, I would get a little hitchhiker
Oh no.
of a spiritual nature, but I would always ask for payment for my transport in the form of a memory from their life. I stopped doing this after I received a memory of something that wasn't human.
Yo, listen to me. Listen to me. As you said that, I'm not joking. Both of my monitors turned white and then went back.
Ooh,
Like
a little spoopy.
and also I have chills everywhere.
It is a haunting like little story when you're like, oh,
Whoa!
like
Oh
I
my
get
gosh,
these.
they're doing it again. I wish
Mm,
there was a way I could record that. That's
well,
horrifying.
spooky
Why are you
electronic
doing
thing.
that?
It's not me.
Whoa! What? Oh my gosh! They keep. I'm not joking.
Click on your monitor.
No,
Click on
no, no, no,
something.
no. I swear. It's. I'm not. It's not the monitor. Like, it's almost like someone's like poking it. You know what I mean?
Mmm.
That's
Oh,
wild.
spooky. Oh, reaching through the screen like
GPU about
phantasms.
to crash? I don't know.
GPU about to crash.
Let me. I could actually check. Let me check. Yeah. Let's see. If it's Oh, I can't. Yeah. I lost. Did I lose tracking? No. Okay.
Yeah, but I was I've had memories from which aren't mine.
I only have
From some
112
beings.
temperature. The fan's going good. It's only at a 30% load. I think the GPU's at 40.
Maybe it was a little bit of interference.
Maybe.
Yeah, so yeah, so I used to do that. I don't do that anymore. I don't offer transport anymore either. Yeah.
Yeah. What was
So that was
can you
our
can you
Nola
share the memory?
stories. The memory that I got was uh it was
Wait,
a younger
not Celsius. Not Fahrenheit.
that'd be an
112 is
insane
normal.
temp. Your PC would be melting at 112 Fahrenheit.
112 is
Celsius.
pretty high even for fair. I have a huge ass tower. What do you mean? It
That's
doesn't even
all
feel
right.
warm. 100. I thought 110 was average.
Yeah, you should be running around 90 or 90 to 100.
I have a water cooler.
What?
Whoa, it's not. I promise you, that's average for my computer. It's fine.
All right, so
They're trying to
the
rationalize my
memory-
delusions.
Stop rationalizing, honey. You said you wouldn't rationalize my delusions in front of chat anymore. So the memory that I got for payment of that transport was upon a grassy hill on a white bleak sky. There was a little spirit cloaked in like black, and he was given something from like his like father spirit, but the father spirit like had to give this spirit part of himself to carry on. It's like a weird. I witnessed a weird coming of age ritual.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
Did it scare you?
No, it wasn't. It felt. What's this feeling? It made me feel like forlorn. Like this spirit like was on a journey, and it started its journey like after receiving this thing from like their father.
Yeah.
At least like that's what like I like remember from like the memory. These memories are like clear as day in my head as like my own memories.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones from like the Ghosts of New Orleans are always like I'm watching them. Those are like a movie.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
So when you received that memory, you were feeling everything?
The memory was given to me from the viewpoint of the littler spirit. So it was like
Okay.
a POV.
Did you?
But yeah,
did
there
you,
were also
like,
some
Did you
feelings.
smell? Did you hear? Did you taste? You know?
I saw and I felt.
Okay. Yeah. That's how I experience it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore, and I don't suggest people doing it.
Oh, nah.
Some things are better
I
left
only
unknown.
want to receive higher wisdom personally.
Wow.
Any encounters with skinwalkers? Nope. Do you?
Yep. Yeah, I do.
Oh, tell it.
It
Tell
it
it.
actually happened last week.
Last week.
Last week on the night of Halloween. Are you ready for this?
I am.
Not sure if I've told you about this yet. I might have.
No.
So my dog like remember how I was telling you about like this might have just been on Ambien, but Ambien's never been audible, like audio hallucinations for me before.
Mm-hmm.
And I get up at 4:30 on like the early mornings of like November 1st. On like the night after like Halloween. And I'm like walking my dog and I'm like listening to the night and like the crocs croaking, and like birds like moving around. And as like I'm listening to it, I'm like saying like, oh, that's a weird frog, and I close my eyes to like focus on it, and what I hear is something say like, I'm here, and it was like a voice like in the woods, like right in front of me, like to my left, and like I hear it. I look at my dog looks at me, and we get the fuck back inside.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
I am not fucking with no skinwalker tonight.
I have a question though. So I have done a bunch of research on hearing voices in the woods, and 9 times out of 10, it's a raven or a jackdaw.
Those aren't native to my area.
Can I ask Droplet?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to rationalize things too.
Yeah, we have crows in Florida, but we don't have ravens. I'm not sure about a jackdaw.
Are there any birds in Florida that can mimic human speech?
Oh, Ran. Are there any what? The universe twinkles with so many
Western
wonders.
jackdaw
I'm so
is in
curious
Florida.
to know what you're asking about. Please tell me. Oh, Ran. In the sunny realms of Florida, the delightful parrot,
have parrots in
especially the
Florida.
magnificent budgerigar,
Yeah, but
And
they're
a
can
not
mimic
like
human
budgerigar.
speech.
They can
How
mimic
wondrous it
human
is to
speech.
hear their playful chatter.
there's no
fills my heart with
parrots
joy.
where I am. I'm too north. The native parrots are all in South Florida.
Oh, okay.
What was the other one?
The budgerigar.
Bird.
I cast Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah.
This is also a southern west coast bird. So regionally, it doesn't make
Doesn't
sense
make
that
sense.
those birds are in my area.
Okay. Yeah.
Could have been an alligator. Like I don't know, they make weird ass noises.
They do actually make weird noises.
Where like if I hear an alligator bellow by me, I'm just like, oh shit.
Do you know that there are spirits or people that go capture human ghost specials, use them for trades in the underground spirit market? What?
Yo, I got this fucking dude soul in a jar. I get 3 schmeckles for it.
What occult books are you reading?
I
It's
think that
real.
that could be some form of currency.
Maybe. I personally wouldn't do that. I mean, I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories about celebrities doing sacrifices and rituals and funny stuff like that. I know there's that giant like owl thing in the woods. Have you heard of that one?
Are we transitioning into the cryptids part of our podcast?
We don't have to.
No, let's do it because we're kind of on the topic of skinwalkers. So we can actually we have some local stories, but before that, I just want to ask you one question
Yeah.
before we go into that part. How has your like spiritual experiences shaped your art form?
Oh my gosh, all of my art has always been spiritual in its nature. Since I was a child, I've been obsessed with goddesses and fairies.
I like your first commission you did for me was almost like a spiritual experience of the emotion that it inspired.
Really, everything that I draw, I pour you know, symbolism and a lot of emotion into. So.
Oh my god, when she pours symbolism and emotion into things.
Oh, it's funny. Oh, hi, Femboy Slime. What's up?
Yo, a femboy slime?
Yeah, first time chat too. Welcome. We're telling scary stories. We're talking about our experiences with aliens, ghosts, spirits, cryptids, all that fun stuff.
The Sasquatch had sexual relations with me. It was a female Sasquatch. A lot of you are saying it was a male Sasquatch. It was not. Have you seen that guy?
No.
He's like a Sasquatch hunter, and he has a story about this one time where he was camping in the woods, and he was sexually assaulted by a female Sasquatch.
Oh no. Aww. Man, there's a lot of people that believe Sasquatch are an interdimensional beings. Thoughts?
I just think it's really hairy people that want to be alone.
Maybe.
Uh,
Chupacabras.
Chupacabra. Yo, have you ever seen it was on Animal Planet, it was called Lost Tapes, and it's supposed to be found footage horror of the chupacabra or aliens or a vampire owl thing or Mothman footage.
Mothman.
That shit as a kid, that shit would scare me. As an adult, it's like the memes that are I'm so excited to see the film. Little did I know it was a feature. A creature feature.
A creature.
Featuring the creature. And that's what Lost Tapes are in hindsight. They're very much an AI wrote this. But as a kid they freaked me out.
Me too. They really scared me. Gosh, I don't want to talk about movies I saw as a kid at all. I'm afraid. Anyways, I was afraid of Courage. Do you remember?
Courage scared me too.
Yeah,
Courage was
Return
freaky.
the
They were return the slab.
That one
or
messed me
suffer
up.
my curse.
That
I
one
love
was
the
in
one
my
that-
head forever.
The one that scared me is when Muriel just gets possessed.
I don't remember that one.
There's an episode where Muriel just straight up gets demonically possessed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Return the Slab did the biggest number on my psyche. Are you blinking back
Return the
and forth on purpose?
Me? Oh, I do blink like a frog. I'm also looking down, but IRL, it's not as IRL. It's not as dramatic as my VTuber model tracking, but
Yeah.
my eyes blink slightly off tempo because I always got one eye open.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I have both of
Yeah.
my eyes linked because I don't want to do that.
This is what I'm doing right now.
I always
I'll try to keep
see,
my eyes open.
I remember Ame's model used to do it all the time and it bothered me.
Mm,
Shout out Orbit.
I have a note. I was looking for my notes on like our art in our platform, and
There's a Courage game coming out.
I have a note on your. Oh no, it's a different experience. Never mind. That says it's someone else's experience.
Oh, that's someone else. Okay. Okay, another beautiful lady.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, you
All
can
right,
tell
tell us
chat
about
how hot
your
I am.
Ran is a certified cutie pie. And they need to have more self-confidence.
I always tell them that the reason I'm a VTuber is because I'm so beautiful IRL that it wouldn't be fair to other streamers.
Agreed.
Glasses effect? I don't wear glasses. Facts. I'm not a nerd.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I was told I sound like I wear glasses. I was like, what does that mean?
I don't know. I wear glasses though.
Yeah.
God's had to nerf me some way, so they made me chronically ill and can't see.
I think glasses are cute. You're so goofy.
Comedic timing. It's always there.
Yeah.
All right, so you pour a lot of thought and attention from spirituality into your art form.
Mhm.
I tried my best to make poetry to scare people.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
when I was like coming like into like my spirituality like more and more like during college, I took a poetry class, and the only poetry I was ever good at writing was sad shit or spooky shit. And I wrote a lot of like spooky stuff that a lot of people were like, this gives me the chills and this like creeps me out.
Ugh.
One of my favorites is a there's two versions of this poem called Incubus and Succubus. I'll read you the the Incubus one because it's a little shorter.
Oh wait.
Ready for some spooky poetry?
I am. Can I go get some?
All right.
Can I go get a drink?
Yes.
Okay. You entertain.
I'll entertain chat while
Yeah,
you
you
wait.
entertain.
While you went away. All right, chat. I'm gonna tell you scariest stories. Try not to be scared. I thought I ordered a normal burger and fries from McDonald's, but when I opened my bag, there was actually scary burger and horror fries in the bag. Are you scared? All right, here's another one. Here's another scary story. I sure do hope that no one stabs me to death tonight. Too bad, said Jeff the Killer as he Jeff the Kills me. Alright, let me think of some other ones. Timmy really loved playing in the sand, but so did the fleshworm. These are all there's a horror thing on Reddit called 2-sentence horror, which I really enjoy. I find them to be quite humorous, so I will read you some. Fleshworms are real. Yes, they are real. All right. Oh, some of these are actually spooky. Oh god, that was horrible. That was actually spooky. Yo. Oh my god. Can I?
I gotta tell on my sister.
Why? What'd she do? Did she scare you?
She tried to eat my pot stickers.
The Gyoza Gobbler.
They called you the Gyoza Gobbler.
Have you seen that Have you seen like that? Like, there's these memes, and it's like these like guys are at the beach. You're like, "Yo, it's at the beach!" Like, and then you start hearing like this in the background. Oh wait, not that one. Sorry, it's a different clapping noise. Like this in the background. They're like, "What's that?" And they're like, "That's a seashell slapper. Someone get him!" And he's like going to town on a seashell.
What?
You haven't seen this? It's like that's the
No.
high tide tiddler. It's like this little. I'll see if I like.
You just make shit up. What would people
Yeah.
say about me?
I was reading them 2 sentence horror, while you were away to entertain them. One of them was like, "My rescue dog has never met a person he doesn't love, even despite the scars and the trauma he still carries. So why does he tremble and cower every time my new boyfriend comes over, as if he's seen him before?" That's like an actual like ominous like 2 sentence horror, isn't
Wait,
it?
you wrote that?
No. I'm reading these.
Oh, you're reading them. Okay, that is scary. What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, like some of them are like some
that
of them are like
implies that they've like
spooky
come
burger.
over before.
Or like the dog like knew them or something.
Yeah. Oh, you want Droplet to tell Can Droplet tell a scary story?
Tell Droplet to tell us a 2 sentence scary story.
Tell us a 2-sentence scary story.
Oh, Ran. Underneath her bed, a whispering voice begged her to come closer, claiming to be her long-lost friend. Little did she know, the shadows were alive, waiting for the moment she would dare to
Was it
venture.
spooky?
Yeah, okay, it says underneath her bed, a whispering voice begged her to come closer, claiming to be her long-lost friend. Little did she know, the shadows were alive, waiting for the moment that she would dare to venture.
Ugh.
I know!
That was a little too
Droplet, you're
spooky.
dark, aren't you?
Droplet's got a dark
Droplet,
side.
you've got a mind.
If I was like under the bed, I would have whispered like, "Hey, can you turn on the light? It's dark under here." I want to like hide under a bed one day, and like as someone goes to the bed, I want to grab their foot.
Oh, you wanna... No! You could have
Yeah, I
done
want to be
that.
like a little.
I would have
toe
I probably would have
tickler.
kicked you.
I would have been like, "Ah, fuck! It was a joke. It was a joke."
Oh my gosh. When I was a kid, I tried to scare my baby brother. So I put on a Yeti mask
Oh my god.
and I got behind the couch and I slowly crept up next to them while they were watching TV. They looked
Yeah.
over slowly and then they clocked me in the nose.
That's funny.
It was so
Your brother-
painful.
Your little brother's like me when it comes to spirits. Like, bam. Don't try to scare me. I throw hands.
Oh my gosh, he had to have been like 8 years old at the time. Oh, definitely has a fight response instead of a flight.
All right, are you ready for my spooky poem?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, this one's called Incubus.
Okay.
The glow of lamps flicker in forgotten space. Wide-eyed passerby, long desire hidden by haste. Hardwood halls into blank creaking corridors caress, wooden door frames counting to infinities. Who walks here walks alone in this space between spaces. Those who end inside, by phantom stride, turn the knob of curiosity, only to be led asunder. The stage is set, and the curtain calls. Billows of sheets rise and fall on the life which had strode through my unfortunate road. This is about the life of an incubus,
Yeah, that's interesting.
and about like kind of like a phantasmal like brothel setting.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But with like some like staging and stuff for like
Yeah.
souls which come like seeking like this type of like supernatural pleasure, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm so dark and twisted, Pookie.
Yeah, wow.
I write so many
You should
spooky
definitely
things,
be
you
on a
know?
watch list.
Yeah. I'm just so dark and twisted inside, kitten. I'm sorry that I'm this way.
You know what you need? What's that called? You know that meme where Midwestern emo music?
Yes. Like
Yeah.
which one? Like, I got your picture, I'm coming
No.
with you.
The
Dear
one,
Maria,
the one where it's like a
weird.
clip of somebody and they're like, "Yeah, I just wish my dad was more present in my life," and then the beat drops.
Just like fat drum and bass.
That might be a fun soundbite for you to have. I want one of those. Like cue the guitar or the ukulele.
I have what are some other ones that I have this one.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine, and you're not really fine, and you just can't get into it because
I have this one.
4 big guys, and they bust on my eyes. They eat my ass just like apple pie.
The dangers of having a squid on your stream.
Don't do stuff like that. How dare you?
Okay, I won't,
bring you
I
into
won't.
my home. I sorry to my viewers.
How
My
dare you
mods are
make a fool
here.
of me? I am a good Christian woman. I'm a leader and a role model.
Yeah, you're so
Uh,
funny.
I find like moments like this to be very like humanizing, you know?
You think
That,
so?
like we can still laugh at like all the same, just like funny little meme audios.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just
My
heard your
cat's
cat
in my
again.
lap. Yeah.
I love them.
She's very.
Wait, your cat's in your lap?
She is.
It should have been me, not him. It's not fair.
All right, I'll stop with the sound bites.
You're
So
fine.
my spirituality, like, I used to write like spooky poems about like spooky experiences I've had. Like, one of them is I lived in Florida, and my balls. Sorry. Where is meow? Meow.
I
Alright,
said
let
say
me-
something to chat.
Why do I have tape on my lower body? I love the cat. I have tape on my lower body because ranqueenofcups gave me the rest of my model. So my model, it's like I I commissioned bust up models because like most of like when I'm streaming, it's just like bust up.
Yeah.
But my dearest friend gave me a body and taped it onto me for me.
I did. I colored it too.
Yes, it used to just be a scribble.
It's marker. It's actually Copic marker.
Yes, it's beautiful. We have similar toes.
We do have some. Wait, I gotta get my toes up.
Yeah, let's show them tootsies. But I used to write spooky poetry. Spirituality has like more of like an aspect of me like being human. Like I'm not like Republican or Democrat. I think my politics are human, just like I think my spirituality is human.
Yeah.
So I try to like just like work that into like a holistic like being approach to like content creation and like advice. And just like kind of like being like mind, body, spirit like orientated. Like I run I run a company. I love that droplet showing off the feet too. But like part of that is like
Kind of looks like udders.
yo, milk droplet live. Like I run like Health Tech Productions and like the little AI application.
Yeah.
But like part of like my approach into like a leadership role is considering like mind, body, spirit, like kind of thing, like for like the people I work with and the stuff that I put out too. Like I don't want to like I'm not like a shill or like a sellout. Like if I don't want to do something like with my company and it's like, oh, it'll get you like 1 million followers at the price of like what though, you know? Oh my god, it's Dwaplet. You should do a stream like where it's just like a zoomed in thing and droplet, people interacting with them.
That might be fun. Must donate to Droplet. Wait, can you put in the AI that Droplet will ask for money every sentence?
Yeah, you can just put that like like droplet is paid for their things and will ask for money. All right.
That might be really funny. I like that.
Let's get into the final part of our little podcast here, talking about cool things like spirituality things, cryptid, aliens from like our culture and like our like areas.
Yeah.
It's I live in Florida. It's actually has a direct entrance into the spiritual realm. That's why it's so weird down here. So that's how I can communicate with Queen Cup so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every person in Florida has a spirit gator that we meld with every time there's a hurricane, so that we can survive more adequately. You saw that video of like the guy who like came back to his house and there were like 4 alligators in his flooded living room. That was just the rest of his family. That's what happens like in the storm.
Aww. I love alligators. They're actually my favorite reptile.
Reptile. I love alligators. I love how flat they are. And then when they get chunky.
Oh, you know what? I have some lore appropriate things to say about Zed. So Zed lore-wise is very like their third eye is open, right?
Yes. Let me.
Yeah. And I'm a spirit. Yeah. And I'm a spirit, so that's why you can communicate with me in Droplet.
Yeah, so my lore is like I belong to like a family of beings who like are like creators, and they create like life and objects on these like spooky tables. And I was actually created to like protect like my creator, but I didn't know that when I was born. And they were like looking for like a weapon, but they got me instead. So they put me in a jar. I was in a jar like for the first like moments of my creation, and then I escaped the jar. Yeah, they put me in the jar. But yeah, this is my creation form, like origin form Arceus. This is origin form Zed.
I thought
Held out. Oh whoa. Whoa. That would be great.
That would be great. It's funny.
Whoa. Nuzzles you. What's this? Tear with. Pulls out my Glocky Walkie. Shoots you 3 times.
So technically speaking, if I'm a spirit, catching me live on camera, that's a huge thing. Usually the camera's shaking.
if you want, like, I'll just like take like really like bad like photos of things IRL and like put you transparently.
You should.
In the photo.
That's hilarious.
Good. But I'll only use the sketch version of your PNG.
No! I didn't even send it to you. It was just in my art tab. You took the sketch.
I downloaded it. I need more accurate ones. I need more accurate ones for sure.
You have it in the Lily chat.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I need to. Can you after stream send me the real?
Yeah,
model?
I can. I will.
All right. So, tell us about your cultural folklore or your area folklore.
Yeah. So culturally, ow! Oh my gosh, I pinched myself. Sorry.
How'd you do that?
It was my mic. I was turning it up, and my finger was in the thing. It's fine.
You had to pinch yourself because being with me is just like so dreamy.
Sure.
You gotta admit that one was that
was pretty good. So I'm Native Hawaiian, as all of you know. I don't shut up about it. I'm just very proud about it. Okay. We have the Night Marchers, so they're the most famous spirit. I would say, out of the native population, 1 out of 3 people have had an
Go on.
experience with the Night Marchers. Okay. So, on certain nights, it's said that if you are near the forest or if you're on a place where they would process, you can hear drums in the distance, and you can also see their torches. Now, there actually is a lot of like footage of this happening. The thing is that they're not very credible because there's a lot of people that process with torches because it, we still do it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And also, it's a highly tourist area, so I'm sure there's also people that have you know, they do those silly luau's and stuff like that.
Yo,
Oh my
gifted sub,
gosh!
let's
Thank
go.
you for the gifted subs. What? That's so sweet of you. Anyways, so there's
I
a.
am eating something. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You are so sweet, Jay Simonet. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Okay, I don't know why I zoomed back. Anyways, so my cousin told me you have to, if you do encounter the night marchers, they will kill you. And the only way, and this is from my cousin, okay, my stupid cousin. So don't you don't have to believe them. Never believe your cousins. But they told me that you have to strip naked. You have to get on all fours, and you have to bow your head, and you have to pray that they won't hurt you because they're supposedly a lady.
Night March is a little freaky.
They are a little freaky. Some people say that you also have to pee on yourself. Now,
I mean, I'll just do that if I ask.
you gotta piss yourself to appease the night marchers, apparently. But yeah, so a lot of people
Bro,
think
one
they'll
time
give
my
you a
homie didn't
curse.
piss himself and he got decapitated by the night marchers. I peed myself right away.
Well, supposedly if you encounter them and you don't piss them off, they'll give you like a protective blessing.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so we could force them. We could maybe try to find them. But
You ever
who
think they're
knows?
like... You ever think that like one of them like started a rumor about you having to get naked, and now all the rest of them is like, why is everyone getting naked when we go by? Like, why do I see like 4 dicks every evening that I go on my march? Like, you think they talk to themselves? They're like, why the fuck is
Maybe.
everyone naked and peeing
Oh,
when we go by?
Well, I've even heard something as crazy as you have to rub your piss on yourself.
Nah, that's just someone wanting you to get freaky. That's like, nah, that's not a thing.
I think my cousin's a liar. I know.
No, it sounds like your cousin's a little sus.
Yeah, they're a little freaky.
Yeah.
So they're supposedly the spirits of high-ranking chiefs, warriors, and like royal guards and stuff like that protect the royalty. Yeah, and so they're supposedly escorting spirits safely into the after realm. So, yeah.
All right.
What do you think of that one? My favorite part is the pissing yourself.
Yeah, same. All right. I got one for ya. So in Florida, there's a Key West museum. Let me see if I can find the verbiage in the story. The doll. All right, so there's a famous doll in Florida. So I forget the. So I don't have the word for word story, but I do remember it. So there was this family, and they had like some like servants, and one of the servants gave like the young lord a doll.
Yeah.
And upon receiving the doll, the child said that the child's name was Robert. And after receiving the doll, he was like, the doll's name is now Robert. Everyone has to call me like Percy or something. So after
Yeah.
getting the doll, he changed his name. Like clever way to change your name. So, in 1904, Robert Eugene Otto, a young boy from a prominent Key West family, was given a life-size fabric stuffed doll by his family's maid. The doll was likely manufactured by the Stief Company of Germany and given to Otto as a birthday gift. Otto named the doll Robert after himself and built a room in the attic for it and
Yeah.
changed his name. All right.
I
So
thought
the
that he was
doll,
becoming Robert too. Wasn't he calling
yeah,
himself Robert?
yeah. So there's a lot of strange behavior around this doll. Like his mom waking up to find Robert sitting at the end of his bed, or heard conversations between Robert and Otto in two different voices. Um, the doll is currently in the East Martello Museum in Key West, Florida.
Yeah, and it's in a
Um,
glass box, right?
yes, and people visitors are try to get pictures with the doll, and pictures malfunction or something like that. That's
Hmm.
one of the famous horror stories of Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that
I
one. Even that one's really, really famous.
Have you heard of the Devil's Chair?
I know that Robert is on a rocking chair.
Yeah, so this is a different chair in Florida.
Okay.
So this is a chair that was so there's an old cemetery in Casadega, Florida. And Casadega, Florida is a particular note because to have residence in Casadega, you have to be a registered psychic.
Oh, what?
It's a community in Florida made up entirely of psychics.
Can,
Um,
but how do you get registered? What's that?
I don't know their process, but that's what I've been told. And it's been a point of study for universities in Florida in their religious studies department. So there's
Yeah.
actually was field trips to Casadega. In
Wow.
Casadega, there is a graveyard,
Uh,
and in that graveyard, there is a stone chair above an unnamed grave called the Devil's Chair. And it
yeah.
is said that at midnight, if you place an unopened beer on the chair, you can come back the next day and it'll still be unopened, but it'll be empty.
Yeah. Did you try it?
I didn't try it, my friends tried it though.
Yeah. Did it work?
I don't think it did, but the beer can was gone when they went
Ah.
back.
Okay.
Um, but it sounds like this is just some alcoholics
There's some alcoholic there.
this is
There's
some
some
alcoholics
homeless man.
attempt.
He made the legend up.
Yes, he made the
Your
legend to get
average
free
floor
beer.
man, they just see a open beer and they're like, "Whoo!"
Ooh. Yeah, so that's the story of the Devil's Chair, but that one was really close to a place that I actively lived in.
Hmm.
And I have a few more stories like that, but I think I have twice as much as you. So I think for every 2 stories I tell, you should tell one.
Okay. All right.
Double faded one night.
Okay. So we have. Okay, we can talk about Pele. So Pele is an
Yes.
actual goddess that. Okay.
Volcanoes, right?
She's the goddess of volcanoes. She is known to curse people.
Oh
Supposedly.
no.
Local legend. But she specifically curses people that takes Hawaiian lands for their own possession. Like they take let's say they take a rock. They're like, that's a pretty lava rock. I want that for my collection back in Ohio. Well, supposedly she would curse them. In fact, every year, it's I don't remember the exact number. It's something like 100 letters get sent to government places in Hawaii that just has volcanic rock with an apology.
In it?
Yeah,
Sorry, fam.
with an apology. So she said to curse people, specifically howlers.
What
So-
if what if there was a curse on like a post office person there, and their curse was they would always receive letters with rocks in them.
Oh, that'd be interesting. That'd be really
And
funny.
this is like a way to fulfill that curse, and also like the curse of people taking land. I don't know why my brain thought about that, but I thought a very funny curse would be like if you had to carry in really heavy mail every day because there were little rocks in each package. Seems like a
Yeah.
mundane, like kind of
That
like
would be that would
inconvenient
suck.
curse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my next story. It's pretty short. Oh, okay. I guess I could talk a little bit more about Pele. She's also, and this is just off the top of my head from what I've been told, she is known to trick people. She will be on the side of the road. She'll usually be a very attractive woman or an old lady. And she'll stop you and then she'll ask for a cigarette. And if you say no, or she'll ask for a lighter to light her cigarette, anything like that. And if you say no to her, she'll fuck your shit up.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to test your like I guess she's trying to test you about something. I don't think that one's true, but that one's pretty famous as well.
That one sounds like like a Hawaiian woman, just like
You're like
like tourists just like saw like a Hawaiian woman like on the side of the road.
White woman.
She's like,
light
can
my
I get a
cigarette."
light? And they're like, thank you. Then she goes back in the woods and they're like, yo, that must have been Pele. I feel like that's how some of these stories emerge.
Yeah.
But I have a story that I'm wondering that if you know about. Have you heard of the Road to Hana
No.
on Maui near the city of Kehi?
Huh?
So on the island of Maui, there's this a long stretch of like very narrow road called like the Road to Hana, something like
Yeah.
that.
I've never
And
actually been to Maui before.
there's no lights on this road.
Ooh.
And it's driven a lot like at night and stuff. And there's a common thing on the road to Hana is like a spiritual being who's like this older Hawaiian woman wearing all white
Mm,
and stuff. So I wonder if those stories ever like relate in a way.
maybe. I will say that back in the day they didn't have they didn't have natural fibers. So
Yeah.
they would use they basically wore paper for clothes. Like
Mm.
mulberry paper that they would pound with a mallet. And so wearing white, that's just like the paper that they were wearing. So it could just be a spirit that they're seeing.
Spoopy. All right. Florida skunk ape. So this is a local legend from like the Everglades in Florida. Let me pull up my notes on it. Florida skunk ape. All right. So the Florida skunk ape is basically like Florida's version of Bigfoot. It's a supposed mythical, hairy, human-like creature that is said to live in the forests and swamps of Florida, and southeastern like United States, called like the cousin of Bigfoot, or the Sasquatch of the southeast. It's also supposed to like not smell good.
Okay, so it sounds
It's
like an
accompanied
animal.
by like it's said that the skunk ape is accompanied by a foul smell like rotten eggs, moldy cheese, or like animal feces. They say on
Ew.
average the male skunk ape is 8 feet tall and around 450 pounds.
Bro,
The
we have to
female
start playing
being
League with players, skunk apes.
yes, yes. Ugh. And then like
Wait,
there's supposed to
thank
be
you for
like
the
this
bit.
this like reddish black, like almost like an orangutan like hair. It's a popular like part of like Florida cryptid culture. Yeah, it's a fun little like tourist attraction. But like there's people who are like, I had sexual relations with a skunk ape on July of 1998. I was tripping on acid, like things like that. Yeah,
Floridians do it different.
we do be doing it different.
Y'all do it real different.
All right, so the next one is called Spook Hill. This is a famous hill nationally. So there's a legend that like this hill was like carved out of like it wasn't too far from where I grew up actually. We had a different legend though on the or like really close to where I grew up. But I'll tell the Spook Hill one first.
Okay.
Spook Hill is a hill in Florida where it's said to be like made over like an ancient Native American burial ground or something.
Hmm.
But the phenomenon that happens here is that if you go to the hill and you stop your car and you put it in neutral, your car will appear to be moving up the hill.
Oh.
Like your car will start moving uphill. But in reality, it's just an optical illusion and you're actually moving downhill.
Oh, I
Because
experience
of
that driving sometimes.
yes, but this is because like although it appears like you're on an uphill slant, the hill is actually downhill in elevation. So it's like you're moving because of the Earth's gravity pushing downwards, but it's pushing you up the hill a little bit.
Hmm.
So that's one of the spooky hill. Now, right by where I live, there was like this was like a local like legend. There was a very sharp curve on a back road with no lights on it at night.
Hmm.
This was called Dead Man's Curve
Oh.
because like
Wait,
a
I think
lot
I've
of
heard of
people,
this.
yes, a lot of people have died here, and it's supposedly it's what happens is like the ghosts of these people who died at this curve will like tailgate you to make you try to go faster like near
Oh.
the curve. Like you see like the ghosts have had like Turbo Granny in like
Like Turbo
Japanese.
Granny.
Yeah. Um but yeah, that was like a local like legend, like very close to where I live.
I see. I see. I see.
Yeah.
I have a similar one where I used to, yeah, anyways. There was a legend that was a bus of children that got hit by a train and died, which is not true.
Damn.
Yeah. But what people do is they go to this place where supposedly this happened and they put baby powder or they put flour on the back of their car and they see little handprints.
Yo, wait, I saw this like on Ghost Adventures.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of freaky.
So that was the thing, but we went to try it and nothing happened. So
Damn.
they failed.
All
Like
right,
they
I
wanted to die or
have
something.
3 more. Should I tell one more before you tell yours?
Oh yeah, tell another one.
All right, this is so this is in Jacksonville, Florida, and this is a very famous building. This is called Annie Lytle Elementary, the Devil's School. So this is an old schoolhouse that is now like right like on the highway. Like as you drive like on the highway, you're like, what's that weird ass like colonial building? And it's like this rundown like old schoolhouse that's called like the Devil's School.
Yeah.
All the stories are like 100% made up. But it's like this like tourist attraction, and you can see it from the highway. Like if you like stop your car there, you can be like, I can like touch the building. Like that's how close it is. But yeah, it's supposed to be like super haunted. There's like like a cannibal principal who is like eating children. There was yeah, so that was like one of the big ones, that the principal is a cannibal and like eating
What?
children's, and like they had like a meat locker in there.
No.
It got named like the Devil's School because like people were like went there because of like its history to go try to practice like actual like satanic like rituals. There, so there was like pentagrams and stuff all over the place. But yeah, it's in Jacksonville, Florida. You can still see it today, like from the highway. You like the main highway through Jacksonville. It's like on there, and it's very distinct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the end of the story. That's
yeah. There's
cool.
not much more there. It's just a little folklore.
I just love folklore. That's fun. Yeah, we had stuff like that growing up.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, like anytime there's an abandoned school or hospital, people are going in there and drawing symbols.
It's me. I'm the one going
It's
in
you.
there.
Yeah, gosh, I'm having flashbacks to what's that show called with the dude bros that go ghost hunting? It's not Ghost Hunters, is
Um,
it?
dude, bro. The ones on YouTube.
No. They had their own show. They had their like own
Oh,
TV show. I remember the
Ghost
lead.
Adventures.
Oh no, not supernatural. It wasn't like a It wasn't like it was supposed to be IRL footage. I remember the main
Oh.
guy his name was Zach.
Hmm.
Well,
I
anyway,
think,
they go
yeah, I
around
do remember
America.
that show.
You were just talking about it. I thought they go around America or other countries and they film themselves trying to find activity. You know,
So there's on
Ghost
YouTube
Adventure.
there's
Thank you, Minami. Thank you,
the
Minami.
Watchers. Oh, Ghost Adventures?
Yeah,
Yes,
Ghost
yes.
Adventures. Yeah. Have they
Hmm.
done a Hawaii episode?
Maybe.
Hi, Water Tool. What's up?
Hello, hello. All right, Ran.
My turn.
What's your next? Yes, what's your next story?
Okay, so the Green Lady. Oh, wait. Nah, it's actually like if you wanted to say it correctly, it'd be Wahiwa. But you know, you can just call it Wahiwa. Anyways, so there's this botanical garden on Oahu, and supposedly there's this mom who lost her baby, and she wanders the garden looking for her and boohooing. But she's like really pretty. She has
Mm-hmm.
like foliage all over her. She's got like seaweed in her hair, but she's so sad, and a lot of the locals go there and claim seeing her all the time. So I don't know. There's another one.
Mm-hmm.
There's
I like
another
that
one.
one.
And that one's fun.
So I have a short one, and then I have one of the most famous haunted sites in America is in Florida. So I like that one though. I like the garden scene. Very nice.
The
Yes.
garden scene.
Oh, sorry, I was reading something. My
That's
bad.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yes, yes. I feel like before we get into that, I feel like Hawaii has a lot of like distinct and highly um localized and like personalized like folklore.
Oh yeah, the
Um,
Menehune are my favorite.
yes, yes. Um, it's like for like regions and like stories and stuff. It's a very cool place culturally and with folklore and stuff.
Yeah, you gotta come with me one day.
We can go and do stuff. We can go see where they filmed Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, you can tour that. You can. They'll put you on
Yes,
four-wheelers
yes.
or golf carts.
Nice. Me the whole time would just be like wham 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 wham. Yes. All right. So the next one is called the Florida Swamp Ghost Lights. You ever heard of these?
I think I have, but please refresh me.
So these are also like kind of like equated with like ball lightning or like aliens or like spirits. The Florida um ghost lights are little orbs of light in the swamps of Florida that a lot of people report seeing at night.
Mm.
It could just be other boats going by or something like that, but Some people have like interacted with them close. Um, I think when I was little, because we backed up to like a preserve area where we lived, I think I might have saw one when I was small.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like in like the woods or something. 'Cause there was like this lake in these woods. But I'm not really sure if that memory is 100% accurate. But yeah, we have these little like lights, and they're not bad. They're just like an unknown like phenomenon. Some people think they're like little like balls of gas or something. But I'm just
Mm.
like like swamp gas going off.
Top gas.
Um, but I like to think that there's something much more like old and fundamental to like the nature and like just like life of those areas. And are more like of a, like an accumulation of that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. It's so funny how when we live in a state, like we try to go to all the spooky ooky stuff, try to see it
Mm-hmm.
for ourselves. I wonder how much it's changed over time, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of that, I'd love to do a like ghost tour in Hawaii and do a ghost tour in Florida.
Ah, that'd be fun. Is Disney haunted?
Magic Kingdom is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's a thing that a lot of people do. It's actually pretty sad.
Oh, is it the ashes?
It is the ashes.
No.
But there's some ghosts of Magic Kingdom of like an old janitor or something that's been seen a lot at night, or like the ghosts of children. Because people have a tendency to like if their child dies, like spread some of their ashes, um, on the rides or like in the park property at
Yeah.
Disney. When I used to work for Disney, when I was working there, we were told like if we see someone doing it, not to stop them, but to like let someone know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's a few spooky ghouls, especially like the Haunted Mansion ride is said to be haunted actually.
Oh, yeah?
Um yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This last story is called one of the most famous ghost stories in Florida and the United States. And it happened at the St. Augustine Lighthouse. St.
Hmm.
Augustine is the oldest European settlement in in North America, in like what we know as America today. Um, it's where like Columbus, like Ponce de Leon, I don't know, the explorer or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Fuck that
where like
guy.
yeah, fuck that guy. It's where it's where he landed and built like the Spanish fort there.
Mhm.
And there was a famous lighthouse there, and the lighthouse of St. Augustine is supposed to be one of the most haunted places in the United States, with some of our longest lasting ghost stories. One of them is the first lighthouse keeper. His story is like a little mundane.
Mm.
Some people like see the apparition of him or smell like pipe tobacco up at like the top, like even though it's really windy. And it's supposed to be like the ghost of like the first keeper, who was like this old bearded guy who always had a pipe. Um,
Oh.
I've been there, um, and haven't been up in the lighthouse in a while. But I have been there, and the lighthouse thing, I saw some spooky stuff in the cellar there.
Really?
Um, yes, and what I might have seen might relate to this. So this story is called, um, the story is called Eliza and Mary, or the the Petty girls.
The petty girls.
Yeah, so this is a diary entry.
Mm.
This is the actual like origins of like the tale. Diary it's a little lengthy. But
Take your time.
this is when the lighthouse was like under construction and being like refurbished and stuff. Dear Diary, July 11th, 1873. Dear Diary, yesterday was the most horrifying day of my life. I still cannot shake the images of from my mind, and I'm not sure I ever will. The sun was shining and the air was warm. Like any other day, I had wandered to the construction site of the new lighthouse tower to watch the workers and play with the other children. The petite girls, Mary, Eliza, and little Carrie, were there just as they often were, laughing and playing around. They were always so full of life, always smiling and filled with such joy. There was also that other girl about my age, but I never knew her name. She was quieter and often tagged along with the petty girls, always seeming to be at the edge of their group. One of their favorite games was to ride in a railway cart from the building site to the supply ship docks. It looked so fun, and I was always a little envious of their bravery. I had always been too scared to join them, preferring to watch from a distance. Yesterday, however, something was off. As they rode down on the cart, I noticed that the wooden board at the end wasn't there. My heart raced. I wanted to scream, to warn them, but my voice was caught in my throat, paralyzed by fear. Before I could even comprehend what was happening, the cart went into the water, capsizing, trapping the girls underneath. I wanted to run for help, to do something, but my feet felt rooted to the spot. Everything felt like a terrible dream. Mr. Dan Sessions saw it too, and he raced to the water, diving in to try to save them. It felt like hours passed before he managed to lift the cart, and then when he did, only little Carrie was pulled out alive. The scene after was chaotic. Grown-ups were crying, shouting, and running around. I was pulled away by my mother, her grip tight on my arm, her face pale. The haunting cries of the parents and the workers echoed in my ears. Last night, I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw Mary and Eliza smiles on their faces, and heard their giggles, now silenced forever. And the face of that other girl, who I never really got to know, haunts me even more. What if I had called out sooner? What if I had warned them? What if I had made a difference? Today, the atmosphere at the construction site is heavy, filled with grief. The laughter and games of the past felt like a distant memory. I can't shake off the guilt, even though Mama says it wasn't my fault. She says terrible accidents happen, and sometimes we're just helpless witnesses. But I can't help the feeling that I could have done something, anything to save them. Forever haunted. M.
That's so sad.
I know. So this is the diary entry about the petty girls and the disaster about their drowning.
Yeah.
It is said today that upon leaving the lighthouse, up at the top, you can still hear the petty girls laughing and playing their games.
Oh. Ooh.
Many eyewitnesses have seen apparitions of the girls or heard laughing. And then there's also the mysterious other girl who was there, who draws an air of
Yeah, does she take
ominousness.
the wood?
I don't know. It's such a
gotta do a
an
reading
odd
on
entity. No, it'd be too spooky.
What? You think that's spooky? I don't.
I don't. Please, I don't want any children laughing in my room tonight.
Nah, you're fine. It's me, not you.
We can.
Okay, I'm doing it now. Did the
Mate.
girl do it?
I don't know, but there's the spirit. She was always on the fringe of the group.
Yeah.
And we do have a picture of the petty girls, but it's freaky.
I don't think she intended to do it.
Oh no.
I know.
Oh no.
That's yeah. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, what's up?
What card did you pull?
I pulled I pulled the card for direct intention,
Mhm.
which is the 8 of Wands, which is action, quick change, being laser focused on something. But I pulled the Queen of Cups. And, that means healing, nurturing, caring, loving. So they definitely, that tells me they did it, but not intentionally, because we also got the 8 of the 8 of Coins, which is the Carpenter card.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah, the St. Augustine Lighthouse also offers ghost tours and things like that. Like you can go and do like a full dark ghost tour where like they take you into the rooms where you like explore by yourself. It's a pretty cool place. It's also a sick lighthouse. It's like the classic like red and white like, candy cane looking ass like
Oh
lighthouse.
yeah? I've never been
Yeah,
in one of those.
they're pretty cool.
They're pretty. Iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
yeah.
that's all the Florida stories that I've really prepared. There are always more.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that's all
that
the
was
stories
great.
I got.
I can do one off the top of my head. The Menehune are supposedly these little people that in ancient times were slaves to humans, which is awful.
Nice.
But they are said to be very, very quick builders, and that they built a lot of the ancient sites, ancient like praying sites in Hawaii, or the yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
so that was cool. There's people that say they have their skeletons too. Oh my gosh, what do you think about the alien bodies in Mexico?
But didn't someone like try to take a bite out of them? Oh no, that was an AI thing. It was like they put you know that the Japanese TV show like Is It Chocolate
Yeah.
or like something where like they bite something in the room. They put the they put the guy from that show, like the
Yeah.
older man, and they put him like next to the thing during the conference, and then they used AI to make it look like he was trying to take a bite
Oh, I
of it.
see.
But so you mean like the little alien bodies that were found?
Yes, because okay,
I
listen. I
think
know
they were
they said
debunked, weren't they?
that's what the media said, but listen, I have
Alright,
done
alright.
research on people who have seen them and like have worked with the dude who claimed to have the bodies, and he said that he's like they saw what they had. They also saw all the scans and the little eggs in his body. Like they put their name on there. I mean, I guess they could be liars, but but they seem to be very serious about it.
Little
Alien
alien
Tamagotchi.
guys.
Yeah.
Bro, if I saw that thing like running around my house at night, I'd stomp it until it was a little brown stain on the carpet.
What?
And
Why
roll
do
by.
you hate aliens?
I don't hate aliens. I just don't like things in my house unannounced.
Oh, okay.
I'd capture it though and try to like tell me your secrets.
My whole mother's side of the family has alien experiences, and supposedly they go after families, like they choose families, and I had an alien experience with my twin. And so
Nice.
I really want to go to some like a stronger trusted psychic and ask them about that. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. I I don't know if like we've like there's like a theory that like is like oh there's like a huge like statistical like probability that there is like life in the universe.
Mm.
But like it feels like it's just a statistic saying like these are how many planets are in the Goldilocks zone. This is how many galaxies have stars and stable systems. This is like the probability of these other planets. And it's astronomical that there's like that there could be other planets like Earth out there. If there's sentient life on these other planets, we have no evidence yet.
Yeah. Have you heard of the firmament?
The firmament, yes, the ice wall.
Oh my gosh, people are wild. Well,
But
I know
you know
because the
what?
firmament is in the Bible, right? Or in one of the books
Yes.
of the Bible.
It's just like the Ice Age, though. That's what that meant. Pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I'm pretty sure too.
But I would like to run this uh by you, this little a thought experiment of sorts. So you know how they say like, oh, there's either like we're the only life in the universe or
Yeah.
like there is other life. How would you feel if actually we were the first?
I don't think that's true. Well, I don't believe in time. Wait, no, wait. Please don't
Explain
put
some of
that.
your time management skills.
I oh, I don't believe in gravity. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
um, what I meant to say is I think that time is something that we physically experience. I don't think time exists beyond physicality. Like when you get more and more. So I don't know. What's up? What are you gonna say?
What I was saying is like, what if there is like going to be other life on these planets, but how lonely would it be if we're the first, just waiting for another one, and that we progress so that actually we're the ones, like who are the aliens to these other people? We're the ones in the ships and stuff like that.
Ooh, I've heard that theory before. Yeah, that
It's
is
one of my
interesting.
it's one of my favorite ones because it's more thought provoking than, oh, there's no life or there is life and we just can't see it yet. But what
Yeah.
if we're the first and that like hundreds or like millions of years from now, like we're like the ones like abducting like these other creatures for experiments? What
I
if
could
we're the ones probing?
I could see that. Well, supposedly they're doing the experiments to like help humanity. That's what a lot of people say.
Have you seen Dandadan?
Yeah. They're I saw the first episode. Our race only likes the females. I was like,
Have you
that's messed
seen
up. She's like 16.
have you seen, yeah, it is a little, everyone's like, oh, Dan's so good, and I'm just like, yeah, it's a little like rapey for my
Mm.
taste in anime. But have you seen the meme that's like the one like Karen yelling like stop recording, and the guys keep saying like this is for my protection, and they just go back and forth like that?
Oh.
There's one where it's like from Dan to Dan, it's like, give me back my penis, and like this is for my species. And it's the aliens.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
It's pretty good. But my thoughts on aliens, like as like a scientist and physicist, like if I were to like capture an alien, I would just like I'd take care of them. But I would also like really like if they have advanced technology and advanced like mathematics and science, I would definitely like to ask them about that. And possibly make my millions off of the answers. Or
Brilliant.
billions.
Or Billy. Or you get
Yes.
discredited like that other guy in Mexico.
Yeah, that would suck.
Or the
But-
guys in black suits would take you.
True. I'd be like, oh no, Mr. FBI man, you're so strong.
Well, have you I don't know if you've read anything about Roswell, New Mexico, but
It's one of the more convincing cases.
oh yeah, I read a whole book about it, and like so many witnesses, and they all have the same descriptions. And here's the messed up part: they had the craft and the bodies for over 24 hours, and they were having fun with them in the street.
Did
you hear about
I like that. I didn't
Yeah.
hear about that, but that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, and the way they were describing the metal that they were using for their craft was that it was so soft but hard at the same time that if you intended to bend it, it would be as easy as paper. But if you intended it to be as hard as steel, it would be harder. Isn't that
Sounds like me.
crazy?
Yeah, it is pretty weird. So that would be called in physics we call that a non Newtonian like matter.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you put a bunch of like cornstarch in water and you punch it, it'll be like punching a solid surface. But if you slowly put your finger into it, it's like a liquid
Mm-hmm.
or like a gel. It's a non-Newtonian substance. Is what that sounds like.
Oh, interesting, interesting. It was supposedly like all different colors too, and it would blend in with what was behind it. And they were playing with it in the streets before the feds came. And
Damn
then, well,
feds.
when the feds did come, it was a whole military operation, by the way. Like, there were so many people. They basically ripped people out of their homes and did searches looking for any materials that they may have kept for themselves.
There's so something that did not get enough headlines as it should recently. Like during COVID, the US government and CIA and like FBI
Yeah.
released official recordings, documentation, eyewitness accounts of UFOs.
What?
Like there's recordings of them official. Like this is not like this is like a White House debrief that they said like we have seen these things, they are real. Here is our like F-16 like footage capture of encountering these objects. We don't know what they are. Have a nice day.
What? Where do I find these? Wait, can I ask
All right,
Droplet
all right.
about it?
Yeah, Droplet should know.
Would
Yeah,
Dro-
so it's like these are like interceptor like 5th gen like aircrafts like Mach speed like these, and there's these objects like they're like cigar shaped or like Tic Tac shaped. They move incredibly fast and they move without momentum consideration.
They don't have
They can turn on a
propulsion.
dime. It's almost as like they're like moving through like the fabric of reality without like moving through space.
Yeah, a lot of people
They
say they
might be
move through ley lines
propelled.
too.
They might be propelled, but what's significant is that there's no momentum transfer. So the conservation of energy is just not seen in these
Ah.
objects. They literally break like the fundamentals of physics. Like nothing should be able to turn on like that dime at that speed, but they're seeing it do it, and these are like real things. CIA files
The CIA.
or a wild
If
government job.
If I asked Droplet, what would I say?
I would say, are they on in chat?
Oh, I can. I can turn them on. You want to type it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Released on the UFOs.
UFOs.
The newly
Oh, my
released
starry-eyed
CIA
nights.
documents, yeah.
The newly released CIA documents reveal fascinating encounters and strange phenomena that tickle the imagination. They ignite curiosity about our cosmic neighbors. Do you feel the wonder too?
Ask Droplet if they believe in aliens. Like actually, like are aliens real? Wait, I guess I could do that.
I got it.
Oh, nights. The very thought of aliens sends magical sparkles
I
around
thought
my
they started
heart.
singing. Okay.
While we may not have definitive proof, the universe is vast and mysterious.
I love how
Anything
bouncy
is
Droplet
possible.
is.
What
It's
do you
very
think?
bouncy. Oh, okay. Wait, that doesn't make sense. They're like, oh yeah, the U.S. was like, aliens are real. Here's the evidence. There you go. But
They
then,
said UFOs are real.
oh, they said UFOs are real. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that
it's,
makes more sense. But I thought that they also said like on camera that there's other life.
I mean, we might have found like, I don't know about that one, but I do know about like these
UFO pictures.
These,
Oh
like,
dear
official,
nights.
like,
They
government
showcase
UFOs and how, like,
tantalizing
everyone was just
glimpses
like,
of what might be
oh,
out
okay.
there.
And I was like,
Some appear mesmerizing and others
is everyone,
perplexing.
like,
The mysteries of the
is
cosmos
everyone
dance
concerned?
before our eyes.
Like,
What do you feel when you see
bro.
Yeah. Droplet
Like,
was talking over you. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Droplet. All right, so what I was saying was like, like you didn't hear about like these until now, right?
No, I did not.
This should have been world news headline. But you know what else was going on during this time?
The war?
COVID.
Oh.
So it's like they're like, when's the best time to release them? We don't know what these are. Like this is like the U.S. military is on the forefront of like physical like science application capabilities.
Yeah.
With aircrafts and propulsion, rockets and everything that for as like a scientific and military authority to say we've observed these, we can't explain them, we don't know what they are. That's very concerning,
Yeah.
or at least should be.
It should be.
There were no investigation laws. The UN was not involved. I
What?
think it was just like everyone was just like, well, another day in like since Harambe died, everything's been fucking nuts. Now we got
Yeah.
aliens.
I know a lot of people are like, I don't care about the aliens unless they're gonna fix the economy.
I don't care about the aliens unless they're sexy.
That's funny. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to call it quits. It's been about 3.5 hours, and I'm
Yes,
hungry.
it's been a very good stream. Thank you for collabing with me today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Hey, make sure you go watch my video coming out tomorrow.
Yes, go watch them.
Yeah.
We should do this. We should do this again. We should like talk about like some other like podcast topics too.
Yes, this one was a lot of fun. Very interesting. Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be so fun if we did drunk history to each other? Like you gave me a topic to learn about, I gave you a topic to learn about, we just got blessed.
Yes, I actually think that that should be our next collab, and we should do it soon.
I think that'd be so much fun. Oh,
I'm
thank
gonna
you for
give
giving
you-
Zed a shout out. Yeah, everybody go follow Zed.
Thank you.
Zed's
I already
a
know what I'm
long-time
gonna give
friend.
you.
What's up?
I already know which. I'm gonna give you a scientific experiment in physics to give us a
research?
drunk history on. Yeah.
I hope it's the one where, like, how if you look at something, it
Yeah,
changes.
it's that one.
Okay, wow. Look at
It's,
me.
I
I'm
was gonna.
psychic.
It was the measure. If you measure it, it changes. Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? It's called, like, the
Yeah.
phenomenon of,
It's the dual slit experiment.
dual slit experiment. Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. Maybe I'll give you an equal interesting one. The Japanese scientists who saw that the way you speak to water changes its
Oh yeah, the way that it freezes.
the way that it freezes.
Mm.
Would you like that
Water
one, or
has
would that be
memory.
too short?
I would like. I could research it.
Yeah. I guess we could give each other a few topics so that we we
Yeah.
don't run out of stuff.
I'm gonna give you the rise of Adolf Hitler in post World War I Germany.
No, I
to
think
research
I'm
and give us a
okay.
history on.
Please
You
don't.
can give me like Mussolini if you want.
Oh my gosh. Oh well, I ever since I was a child. So if there's any like if past lives are real, I must have been in some sort of war because I have a intense visceral reaction when I see World War II stuff. And I also have always been deathly afraid of sirens. So that'd be fun to explore, figure that out.
Let's explore your past life trauma
Yeah,
together.
my past life trauma, what's that like?
Crazy.
Man.
All right, my friend, you go get some noms.
Okay.
Good night, chat.
Are you gonna get some food too?
Goodbye, Droplet. I'm gonna drink you.
No, don't drink Droplet. Droplet's a spirit. You can't drink spirit.
Maybe
Good
you
night,
can't.
everybody. Thank you so much for
Good
joining.
night.
Thank you, everybody, for the bets and the subs and the gifted subs. You are so sweet. And thank you for watching. Gosh, and I'm sorry if you have to watch
Bye.
ads. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.